Hello and welcome back to King's Campaign, The Signs. We last left off the heroes. They had engaged in a vicious combat with the Black Circle, who were trying to flee with their newly acquired friend. Strontar kept dealing with his struggles between being what he's known all his life and choosing not to want to fight these people that are trying to help him. Kristoff was prepared to just escape, but when the heroes began to get the upper end of the battle, Kristoff surrendered himself to them in exchange for his companions to go free. In a shocking turn, they took Kristoff captive and let the rest go. Keeping him locked up, Max allowed himself to torture Kristoff to get some real answers. Woo! Getting past all of Kristoff's vague, riddled responses talking about the Dark King that somehow promised him power and a better future, Kristoff revealed that he has had a very long and painful life, involving a lot of tragedy, both physically and emotionally, shocking the heroes, realizing that although he is somewhat deranged, there is true reasoning behind his motives. Kristoff really believes what he's doing is a good thing. It'll take some time for the reinforcements and the Knights of Justice to come to the city of Monaga to acquire Kristoff and take him to a better held location. In the meantime, the heroes have gone off to assist a merchant on a quest to deliver some goods and protect him from some dangerous creature. They now find themselves in the middle of the woods near Monaga, and they hear, off in the distance, the sound of swooshing. The older man on his wagon is trembling with fear. And as for the rest of you, what are you doing right now as you hear this swooshing coming closer to you?
I would like to start off by rolling perception to see if I can try and narrow down where the sound's coming from.
I will do the same.
Okay.
I also do it.
Okay, everybody roll perception.
That is a 16.
It's a natural 20 minus 1, 19.
Okay.
I got 20.
Of course, I got a fucking natural 20 on a perception check. Jesus, that's gonna be my one.
Yeah.
That's my first roll.
Yeah, and then your to hit will suffer for it.
Everything is gonna suck now.
So, specifically, Rizzler and Bjorn, you both can pinpoint the direction. It is coming from. Let me say this. So you're in the middle of the woods, you're on this trail, you're a little like inwards, there's like some hills on the sides of you and the trees. You hear it coming from the right side of you based on the direction you're going in.
Can we tell how far away it is?
Yes, it's only about a minute away. It's kind of big, so that's why you're able to hear it now, but it's closing in pretty quickly.
Okay. Bjorn will kind of look back to the driver. So we're on a trail in the woods. Is it possible to like take the cart into the woods, or is the forest too dense?
Well, like I said, there's some like hills. The horse could probably get itself up there, but it's gonna take a lot of time, and you'd probably like have to help push the wagon, and it will be on you before that happens. So.
Okay. I was gonna say if we could like find an area to hide in, that would be nice, but I don't think we're gonna have time to do so. Bjorn at that point will just kind of look to the rest of them, see who's paying attention, see who knows what's going on, see who doesn't, and basically just let everybody know that something's coming, be ready to fight as soon as it shows up.
Okay. Anybody else? What you guys doing?
I'm just literally hanging back, staying with the old dude, trying to defend him, sort of thing. I'll stay close to him.
Okay.
Now, I'm gonna be real. I was zoned out a little bit there. I was like trying to correct some settings on my end.
Mm-hmm.
Did you describe what was like heading towards us?
You just said it was something big.
Something big, and you hear swooshing as if it is flying at you.
Okay. I'd like to roll for investigation, or would I roll for nature if I wanted to see if there's anything like nearby that could help to like try and like lower our chances of being spotted.
Nature is more like plant life, so I guess investigation if you're looking for something specific.
Okay.
Hang on, let me.
That's a 26.
Okay. Well, let me just make this a little easier on you there.
Okay, there we go.
Ooh, nice little carriage.
So yeah, it's the best I could come up with. So there are your surroundings. Like I said, you're like on the sides of these rocky hills here.
Yeah.
So you can see all, what you see here is what you can see all around you. It depends on what are you specifically like looking for. Just
Any like large but lightish looking bushes that I can like kind of pull towards the carriage, like kind of keep it at least as hidden as I can. Like how like you get like those random like twigs that like have like the amalgamations of like leaves and shit that like cluster up like really light as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you want to like start pulling branches off of this tree, you can try really quickly.
I'll go at it, and I will use my hand axe to assist me in that matter.
Okay.
Might I also do? Well, actually, no. I've already said what I was gonna do. Well, all I did was basically just warn everybody that something was coming.
You can
so I guess-
warn as you see him like running up here, so we can say you
Okay.
both come up here.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So you're
Give me
running
the
up there.
rolls.
You're chopping off some stuff to try and cover up the wagon, I assume, and like maybe have him like
Yes.
hide somewhere.
Yes. Correct.
Is there anywhere you want the guy to go with his wagon?
Anywhere as close to the wall as he can get, like just to make it a bit easier. So like we only have to worry about covering one side realistically.
Okay. All right. Barrett, what about you? Anything? You just hanging back?
I'm just hanging back. Or well, I'm gonna. Sorry. I'm just sort of gonna cover the dude. The civilian, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna make him, just protect him. Because he's the least defensive.
Okay. And what about you, Rizzler? What are you doing in this
Can
moment?
I find somewhere close to the dude to like hide away?
Yeah. If you want to, I mean, you could hide in the wagon if you want.
Yeah, let's do that.
Wagon man.
So if you're gonna like kind of like slip in here, Rizzler, then I'm gonna need you to roll for stealth.
That's a 10.
Yeah. Okay.
Really?
So with a 10, I will take a note of that. I can't guarantee how well that'll go, but All right. So as you guys sense it coming closer, you two are gonna start covering this up. Of course, I don't actually have bushes on me, but we'll just say this becomes obscured. Is there? Hang on, let me actually look for a second. I might.
Actually, I got an idea for you.
No, wait. I think. Maybe
There you go.
not.
There's some bush on it.
Okay, sure. It's obscured now. Oh boy.
I'm a genius.
All right. As you cover it up, and these two are supposedly hidden, you three, you see the object come down, and it lands on the cliffside with a loud thud. And let me. There we go.
I'm waiting for a. What the fuck?
Oh.
I was only joking when I said I wanted a dragon.
Yeah,
well,
that's a thing.
So, yes, the young-looking white dragon lands, and it stares down at you. Who dares enter into my neck of the woods?
Oh, thank fuck he can speak.
Can he see the wagon and the driver?
Well, it's covered in brush, but so you don't know. He hasn't said anything about that.
Okay.
You want to take point, or should I?
Yeah. I think I'll try to like make an
You got this.
explanation real quick. Apologies, we were unaware that this was your land. We are simply adventurers traveling through.
I smell the blood of a non-adventurer. Are you perhaps escorting some resources with you? He begins to grin and drool a little.
No shit. I think.
Again, by the way, I'm just sort of covering him.
Okay.
Just they can't see you. You're stood behind me, and I'm tall as fuck.
Max, you got anything or?
So like upon like seeing the drool and like a bit of a grin, I I'll hold my hands up and to show I haven't got anything on me at the moment that would mean any harm.
Mhm.
Oh wait, do I have
Ooh.
rations?
Give it a look.
Yes, I've got rations. I'll just take my bag out, open it up, and display some of the rations that I've got. I'm carrying about 4 or 5 days worth of rations.
So, the fact that you're taking such a defensive stance around that bush there doesn't indicate anything to me. He actually jumps off and lands in front of you.
It's just a really pretty bush. I'm really sorry about that, man. I wanted to admire it for a second. I love nature myself. I'm a bit of a poet.
I dropped something in there and I was looking for it.
Roll deception.
Yeah, that's fair. Plus, what's my deception at? We're gonna see. My first roll was a D20. This could either go really well or really bad, or a natural 20. 7. Fuck. Yep, it's gonna go bad. The rest of the game's gonna go bad, guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be useless. I'm gonna be useless this whole game.
It exhales very heavily, and you feel the frosty chill of its breath. It makes you all shiver. You'll have to beg my pardon, but I don't believe you. And if you're bringing something with you, I need to know what it is before I can let you pass.
Okay, so our options at this point are either fuck this thing up or show it what he's got and hope it just
This guy's basically shitting himself, by the way. He's
I kinda
trembling
figured.
next to you, Barrett.
What
You know
are
what?
carrying around?
I hold my hands up. You know what? We tried, trying to sneak it past you because we weren't sure how you'd react. But of course, I take time to uncover it. We are helping someone travel through here. In terms of their goods, I'm not sure what they are hauling, but considering how things are looking around here, we felt it would be safer to escort them. If you are maybe hoarding or collecting what travelers are selling or their wares in general, I can understand that. Dragons have a bit of a habit for doing that, but when is enough enough?
Oh god, don't, Max, don't, Jesus Christ.
Nay, enough is never enough for a dragon. The more of a horde you gain, the more status you gain in the dragon world. I may be young, but I desire to be atop all the dragons. In addition to, and he looks off to the side, other reasons for collecting.
Yeah, if you don't mind me asking, what exactly is it that you're collecting?
He thinks for a moment, deeming if he should even bother telling you. I have been forced into an unfortunate deal with beings I don't want to contend with. They threaten my gold, and as much as I'd like to threaten them, I'm outmatched. But if I bring them that, they'll be on their merry way. So I'll have to ask you to hand it over, and I'll allow you to pass.
Who are these beings you speak of?
I have to change my voice. I can't do this voice for too long. It's gonna fuck me up. I'm just gonna talk like me for a while. I have no choice. I don't even know who they are exactly. They came to me in their dark clothing, the one with the fangs. She leads them. She told me they are some bandit organization, and they seek to take from me what I harbor. If I lose that, I lose any inclination of even being called a dragon. If only I wasn't so weak. But you tasty morsels I can handle.
I look over at Bjorn, Barrett, and Rizzler to see if they've picked up on the mentioning of fangs before looking back up the dragon. This organization that approached you, I'm going to spitball and assume that their name was along the lines of the Knight's Thirst.
You could be right. I'm not entirely sure. After they said they would take everything I owned, my senses dulled.
Now, I'm very sorry that you've been forced into a situation where you have to be doing someone else's bidding instead of living a life of your own. I truly am. But we've dealt with them before. And if comes to it, we will deal with them again. All I ask is that if you assist us in making sure that any travelers who are trying to sell their wares can pass through this valley safely, we will happily help you with your problem.
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion. Come on, baby. 18?
18?
18 or 8?
Yeah, 18. I'm like, because I don't know how high a dragon's like, rate
Wisdom
of
is.
influence is.
Well,
like
it is
young, so
it's a young white dragon. It's not like
That's true.
fully grown. It's like a teenager basically.
Gotcha.
So it's not as high as if you were talking excuse me, to an ancient dragon that's been alive for hundreds of years.
That's
Gotcha.
fair.
Okay.
He thinks for a moment, pondering whether to accept. Very well. I'll make you a deal. Come with me now. I'll take that wagon as collateral. Assist me with these people, and you'll be free to pass. And I'll stop dealing with any passerbys myself.
I think that's a fair bargain.
Alright, so he begins to flap his wings, and he does fly up, and he grabs onto the wagon, but he's not going to break it. He's going to take it with him. This way. And the guy, like, the old guy jumps out. Ah! He's not going with it. And so the dragon, he doesn't fly quickly like he was before. He slowly comes up and kind of waits for you to climb up the cliff with him. So he's taking the wagon as collateral. If you help him, he'll give it back.
Okay, cool. Let's go do
Am I
that.
in the wagon or am I just?
Yeah, Rizza should still be
Yeah,
in the
he's
wagon.
still
Yeah,
chilling
well,
in the
do you
front.
want to be in the wagon, or?
I would love to be in the wagon.
Okay, you're still in the wagon. And Asher ran away and hid, but he hid so far away he didn't hear any of this, so...
Of course.
Like the canon reason he's not here, he stopped a few minutes back to have a piss, but it's been like such an excruciating long piss he hasn't caught up yet.
Yeah,
he's still going.
He's just, and he can't piss.
Asher is peeing the entire session.
Like his
Yeah.
hand is against that tree. He's got to support himself. His legs are going.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Shoes and socks are taken off. That man is fighting demons.
Dude's got a UTI.
Oh,
Oh,
my
jeez.
God.
He's like Tom Hanks in what is it, Green Mile or something? What's that?
Oh
movie
yeah, yeah,
called?
crabs. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was nasty.
it was.
Okay.
Yeah, let's follow the dragon.
Okay, so you follow the dragon. Hang on, I'm writing something down real quick. But
Sorry, my headset fell off my head.
you guys are
We're just following
following
the
the dragon. I'm gonna write his name as White D because he didn't tell you his real name. So
White D.
yeah, that's what we're calling him for right now. So
White D's nuts.
Sounds like a porn star.
sure.
I say interrogate him more.
I now
We'll
get to,
ask him questions as time goes on.
I now get to fucking put under my allies tab in my notes. White D.
A dragon.
young White dragon.
Oh, jeez. You know
That is
what?
now an official part of my notes. I love it.
I'm happy for you. All right, so you climb up the hill with him. What do you want this dude to do? Should he just stay behind?
Yeah, he's gonna come with us, like,
Oh,
like,
you're taking him with? Okay.
Yeah, he'll come with us, and like, he can like sit like
Well-
with the carriage as like collateral, like while we go sort
Okay.
the situation out.
Did he get out of the carriage when
Well,
the
he
dragon?
he jumped
showed
out
up?
because he thought it was gonna like steal it, you know.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right. So we'll go after a few minutes. He flies you to the side of a mountain and he drops the wagon next to the outside without breaking it. And he lands next to it. This is my cave, and inside, I don't have a map for the outside of the cave for the record, so just theater of the mind with me. And you can actually see that it's like frosted over a bit, and like the watery is like very thin layers of ice. Like if you stepped on it, it'll crack.
Yeah.
Inside is all the gold I have plundered over time, stealing from pirates and the like. I mean, he's still a dragon, so he's not like nice, you know.
No, of course.
Um,
He's still stealing shit, but
If the bandits are still inside, let's just say they will be not very eager that I brought assistance with me.
now I don't expect you to join us in this, but considering this is your home and these people have barged their way in and tried to take from you, would you like
Wait.
part of this?
Are you kidding me? Of course I'm going in with you. I just can't handle them myself.
Wait,
No worries. What's up?
Should we Trojan horse it?
We're gonna try.
Should we all get it? Should we all get in the wagon and try and just jump out?
I mean,
You know what? I
bad
fuck-
my
idea.
gosh.
I fuck with
Please.
it, yeah.
That is, I'm so down for that.
I am down.
All right.
So,
I
like,
am.
you know, yeah, like, you know, Bjorn, spitball the idea to him. Let's see if he's down for it.
I have an idea. You just kind of see him like scratching his beard as he's just like thinking about what it was. What if we all jumped into the cart? Then, when the Knight's Thirst comes to check the loot, we jump out in surprise and attack them.
He kind of looks dumbfounded for a moment, but well, that's not the worst idea I've ever heard. Hey, and say, very well. If that is what you want, I will put on my best poker face.
Yes, let's do it, guys.
Bjorn's
Okay.
really
Excitedly-
chuffed with
he's just-
himself. Yes!
just like eagerly starts. You know that scene in Sonic 2 where like Knuckles like jumps into the back of the pickup truck. That's what Bjorn's gonna
Yes.
do. He's gonna like dive into the fucking cart.
All right, hang
My
on just a
chariot
second.
awaits!
So,
My
so
victory chariot.
he is going to bring the wagon inside with all of you hiding behind it, or inside of it, basically.
Cool.
Okay, so hang on, let me do this real quick.
See, it's like, this is what I love. It's just so brain dead, it might just work.
Okay. So, jeez. So he brings it into the cave with him, and you hear the you can't see much through the opening at first, as you just hear the sloshing of water. As he brings you inside, eventually you open up just enough of the backside to look out as you hear him stop walking, and you see the inside of his frosty little cave. So,
Yeah, is that fucking Colleen Hash again? What a bitch.
thank you for remembering the name. Yes, you see one of the lieutenants of the Knight's Thirst, the one that approached you before, and claimed she was just gonna let you live. I see you have brought us some more goods, dragon. This is what you asked for. Resources meant to leave Monaga. You want to collapse that city, right? Well, you can take more of these. Are we good now? Perhaps. What exactly did you bring us? I don't ask questions. I eat the victims and I bring you this. Indeed you have. Well, oh, I should actually roll deception for the dragon to make sure he isn't, like, completely sweating it.
A random dragon just like sweating ice cubes because he's a fucking
Yeah.
frost dragon.
Well, alright, his deception won out over her perception, so...
Oh,
There we
wow.
go. We'll take it.
What a legend.
Dragon.
What a legend indeed.
Well, first we will see, as she moves up a little bit, we will see what you harbor inside, and then maybe we'll see if we feel like leaving or not. However, if it is not enough, we will continue to make you do this until we are satisfied. He's not very happy about it. So some of the goons begin to come inward. So you guys are kind of going to have to tell me what you're waiting for.
So-
I'm gonna wait and sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, yeah. What my thought process was is like they're gonna probably like surround it and begin to check it, and then that's when we would jump out and surprise as many of them as possible.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I
it's
was gonna-
sneak attack in.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna wait for. I was gonna wait for one of them to get as close as I could and just fucking strike them and then use some sneak attack on them.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, like a surprise round of combat, something like that. You know.
I gotcha. Okay.
Is there any chance we can do 2 sneak attacks at once?
Well, so normally what happens is if you like pull off a successful ambush, which because the dragon's deception worked, I'm going to allow, you basically get a surprise round, but it only works on the enemies that get surprised. So
Gotcha. The one's
basically,
closest to the carriage.
yeah. So basically, if you all jump out and attack, if you attack, for example, this is going to start pretty quickly here. These 2 guys that are coming to look at it, you would be able to attack with advantage, as they would be surprised, meaning Rizzler would get to use sneak attack damage.
Yeah,
But if you
that makes
jump
sense.
out and you're like, surprise, and you shoot something at somebody far away, they're gonna see you doing it. You know, they're not gonna be like, whoa, a sword's coming at me. You know, they're gonna know what's happening. So it would, like, even though they're surprised, it doesn't really count, kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So how I will say, like, yeah, I mean, in order to make sure we all, like, who all are attacking, like, get the surprise and, like, the advantage off, that's fine. But we're waiting for as many people to, like, get as close as possible before we're discovered
Right.
to then attack them.
Well, yeah, a few of them moved up. These two guys are about to start opening it up. And so they, the one guy, he unhinges the door at the front and pulls it down. And as he goes to open the curtains, and we'll say this guy's on this side, and he's opening up the other side. So what are you doing?
Look, I'm jumping out. I'm doing
Okay.
it. I'm hitting this guy.
Okay, I'm just gonna
in the front.
I'm just gonna back this up because I
that
can't
was fine.
select you guys without selecting it. So we're
That's
just gonna
fine.
say it's like there now. All right. So you're gonna. So we're like this. So you're gonna attack this guy here, I assume.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then we are officially starting. So before you even roll initiative, you can make an attack against him with advantage.
Damn right I can.
I
Let's do
wish
this.
to attack this dude in the back.
Okay. So, Bjorn, go first.
Yes, give me 1 second. I'm putting on D&D battle music.
He's got the playlist
Are
going,
you,
boys.
Are you streaming?
No, it's just like I like to play music in the background when I play this game, just because
Oh,
it adds to my immersion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
it's
play it. I
King's
play it for the
playlist.
stream, but I can't really play it through Discord for you guys. So
All right,
So
that's a
this
19 on the
is-
first roll. Let's see what the
Okay.
other roll gives me. There's a possibility that this ends up being a D20. We'll see.
Woo!
Or a natural 20. I can say
natural
D20.
20. Yeah, you are rolling a d20. now.
Okay. All right. It was 16, so that's still not bad. But
19 hits. Yes. so-
Fantastic. Yeah. 12 plus. What's that up to now? Still 5. Okay. Ooh, max damage, baby. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I don't know why I made that sound. So
I liked it. Thank you.
I like
you're
it too.
welcome. Oh. All right. So as they open it up, you all jump out. Bjorn, you slice deep into this guy's shoulder, bringing it through him with your axe. Just he's already hurting bad from that.
Damn
Okay.
right he is.
So Rizzler, you said you're attacking this guy, so you can roll with advantage, and if you land, you'll get your sneak attack bonus.
Advantage means I roll twice, correct?
Yes, you roll twice, and then
And
you
the
take the
highest
bigger.
number.
You take the bigger number. Yes.
That is a 24, not natural.
Yeah, that'll hit. So yeah, now you can roll for damage, and you can add that 1d or that 2, 3d6, whatever it is now for sneak attack.
Alright. That is going to be a 13.
13. Alrighty, so you hurt that guy pretty good as well. You run out with your blade and you shoot it into his collarbone, cracking it. Alrighty, what are you, the other two of you doing?
I'm gonna get the guy on the left that Bjorn was just attacking.
Okay, roll a hit.
Rolled a hit. I take a roll with advantage as well.
Yes. Yeah, you're all surprising these guys right now.
All right, so
Same
that's
time.
21 to hit.
That hits.
And then that is 6 damage on the club. And what do I roll for stealth? Sneak damage.
Well,
Or is
you
that
don't get
Oh,
sneak
I don't
damage because
get
you're
it.
not a
Okay.
rogue. Yeah. So
Gotcha,
you
okay,
just
yeah,
you just
so that's
attack.
6 damage.
He gets it because he's a thief. So
No worries.
okay. So you swing out with your club, and as the guy is already reeling, you just crack him in the side of his body. This guy's looking really bad.
Hell yeah.
And Barrett, what about you?
All right, I'm just gonna keep it standard. I'm gonna go to attack that guy with my sword.
All right, attack with advantage.
All right, okay. So I got a 27 then with advantage
Yeah, that'll hit.
and 7 damage.
Okay. See, I said it. He attacks with 7 damage.
Yeah.
He always hits 7. That's like the
Yeah,
4th time
exactly.
that he's dealt 7.
And I'm
all right.
also. Can I use a bonus action?
In this case, no, because this isn't like a full turn. This is you guys just going out, going, yeah, kind of thing.
It's more like a reaction type.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. So
Okay,
you
yeah.
slice out and you slice this guy across the chest, going through part of his armor. So both those guys are already badly wounded as you jump out of the wagon and like kind of it wheels backwards. What is the meaning of this? I want my gold back.
It worked.
I can't believe that worked. But I want my gold back, you bitch, and they're gonna help me. You again, you insolent lot. You dare turn against the Knight's Thirst. I will see that our men silence you once and for all. To battle, all of you. So now I need everyone to roll initiative.
Now it's
Innie!
or innie.
So, but so just roll your number and hold on to it for a second because I need to do it for everybody else.
That's the
Okay.
first time I've rolled initiative this entire game that hasn't been shit.
Okay. So hang on.
Speak for yourself.
17,
Well, sketchy. I already know your initiative is shit.
That's
Mine's -2, bro.
13. And damn. Okay, everybody's rolling really good here. Okay. Oh, and I
Guess you're
gotta
not
roll
feeling
for
special anymore.
the dragon. He gets a thing too. What does he get? The dragon gets a 17. So I think hers is higher. So all right. So they're set. Okay. So Bjorn, what about you?
17.
Oh my gosh, everybody's getting 17. What's your dex modifier?
+2.
+2. Okay, so you go there. Okay, Max.
I got a 18.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go.
Okay, so you go there. Barrett, what about you?
Get ready for this, guys. I got a 4.
Okay, you're all the way at the bottom. And Rizzler, what about you?
Same, bro.
Oh, sorry, 21. I was muted.
Oh,
No, you're all good.
21. Okay. Alrighty, Root. So, we're just gonna leave everybody where they are. Initiative is set. Everybody but Barrett did a great job. And so
I'm just mad at my 20 AC, alright?
I'll cry in my great armor. All right. Top of the turn order, Rizzler, you are up. What are you doing?
I move here.
Okay. You should be able to move yourself if you want.
Yes, I
Yeah. Okay.
can. And then I'm going to attack this man.
Okay. You're attacking him with advantage because you're flanking, so you get advantage.
That is a 19 to hit.
That'll hit. So roll for damage with sneak attack.
Hell yeah. Ooh, okay.
Wow.
That is
What do you
a
roll?
29.
Let's
Damn. All right, yeah. So you jump over this guy's head, your short stature. You reel back with your blade, and it just goes through his chest, just, and he falls over and dies.
Hot motherfucking damn.
Anything else, or is that going to be your turn?
Then can I? What is my?
This man does way more damage than me with sneak attack. Fuck.
Yeah.
Can I dash? Let's see. How far can I dash?
Well-
Take your ruler out.
Yeah.
Dashing doubles your movement speed.
Yeah,
So,
so-
if you have.
So you
if
moved
if you have-
to get there. You moved 10 feet already, so you have, I believe, 20 more feet to move naturally. But if you want to move 50, then you would have to bonus action a dash.
Okay.
So yeah, 20 would be.
So I can still move and then bonus action.
if you just.
Yeah, so you have 20 more feet of regular movement, so you can go within 20 feet. If you want to move more after that, then you'd have to use your bonus action to move more.
Right. And I want to. What is that again? Go here. And then I'm going to dash.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Not
Fuck
where I
with
thought
it.
you were going, but fuck it.
All right, so that's your movement, your action, and bonus action, so that will be the end of your turn, but you are there now.
Fuck.
Max, you are up.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll to batter this bitch with my club, and that is a 16 to hit.
That just hits.
Ooh, okay. And that is 5 damage with the club.
All right, so you swing out with the club, you break this guy's jaw, and yeah, I'll say since you're using your club, that doesn't kill him, but it knocks him out.
Oh, good. And then I'd like to use a bonus action.
Okay.
Put my foot on his chest. I ready up an Eldritch Blast
Oh. You're gonna,
for an
like-
18 damage. 18 hit DC even.
That hits.
Say.
And that is 7 damage.
Wait, so you're blasting this guy?
Blasting it right in his face.
Okay, well, since he's unconscious, yeah, that, we'll just say, yeah, you blow it just in his face and just...
That poor soul.
Like, his face explodes open. It doesn't destroy his entire head, but you just... And some of the others go like, ugh! They look a little shocked, but,
Bjorn is
Yeah.
gonna grab Max's shoulder, wheel him around, and be like, "What the hell do you think you're doing?"
They're vampires. They're beneath us.
that guy was human.
He was human? Well, fuck
Yeah.
him. He's with
Yeah.
them.
The man was already down. There was no reason to execute him like that.
Look, I'm going to tell you this right now, plain and simple. But if we let these people get away, and if we let any of them live, they will come back and they will do worse to others.
You two! Politics later! We're in the middle of something.
We'll talk about this later.
And then I would like to reposition myself.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20. Move myself there.
Okay, and it's gonna be your turn. Alright.
Yeah, it's going to be my turn, baby.
Enough of this madness! Harpies! Take them down! And so out from the side here, these harpies who are going to rush in after you all. So I need to see the distancing here. That's gonna be yikes. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it. So she can make that. Okay. So this one will bonus action and dash here. That's written like that.
All in.
Wait, these guys can bonus action dash?
Yeah.
Really? No
The
shit.
the harpies are rogue.
Oh.
So
pretty sick.
they're actually all gonna bonus action a dash since they need to get in quickly.
Are they flying or are they on the ground?
They're flying. I
They
guess.
are. Oh yeah, they are 10 feet off the ground right now. Fuck. Hang on. So this one will fly here. I realize why that's a 10 for now. So yeah, they're 10 feet off the ground, so they're gonna fly inwards. So this one's gonna drop to 5 feet off the ground, so she can get in striking distance, and she's going to attempt to beat you up a little bit.
Okay.
So just prepare thine anus for this.
I'm ready.
All thine anus.
All right, so not natural. That is a 20 to hit.
Okay.
And you are going to take, as she swings out with her jagged sword, she rolled like shit. So that is going to be 7 points of slashing damage.
Okie dokie. I would
she-
also like to react to that.
Okay, so yeah, she swings out, slices your arm as you try to protect yourself, and you are going to reactionary.
Yep, I would like her to make a dexterity saving throw.
I can do that. Sorry. That is going to be a 14.
Okay, so this damage is going to be halved what I read out,
Okay.
and that is 18 damage.
So
And
9.
with Hellish Rebuke.
9.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So she slices you, and from the cut, the red outlines begin to move to your hand as the red laser shoots out. And hang on, let me write math there. And you as you bring up your injured arm, and you just fire it into her chest, scorching it. Yeah!
Oh, goody.
All right. Yeah, the other two are just gonna. They can't attack from there, so they're just gonna float there. Okay. Next up is Miss Hash. So she's all the way down here. I don't even remember what she can do. I gotta look at the damn stat block.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah. Okay. So she doesn't have a lot of cool stuff she can do, but she is. I gotta ruler this shit. I don't know where I'm going. Yeah. So she's gonna run in behind some of her goons. And she's going to pull out her crossbow. And she's going to fire at the little man right here.
Ah,
What a bitch!
I'll
You
pick
leave
it
my
on
little fella
people.
alone.
Wow.
Okay, that's plus.
good luck, I'm tiny.
And that's a 26 to hit.
Jesus. All right.
Okay.
You should have wished her luck, man.
Fair enough.
All right. So that will be, again, that is 7 points of piercing damage as it shoots out and pierces you in the thigh. So
All right.
keep
Little
track
man
of that.
is hurting.
Little man be experiencing a boo-boo.
All right, Bjorn, you're up.
Here we go, baby. All right. Bjorn is going to. Bjorn is going to run up here behind this little harpy who is attacking his ally. Take a
Okay.
big old swing at her.
Okay, so you got to swing upwards since she's floating, but you can
5
still
feet,
hit her.
yeah.
Yeah, you can still hit her.
And because I'm on either side, I get with advantage, correct?
Yes, technically, in this case, since she's not out of range, you are both flanking, so you get advantage.
Cool. All right, that was a 12 on the first one. That's a 22 on the second one.
Yeah, that'll hit.
D12 plus 5. Boop. 14 damage.
Damn. All right, so you run up and you swing upwards. You catch her in the spine with it, with the axe going through her, and she falls to the ground before you can even pull your axe out, and
Woo.
you get her.
Nice.
Oh, goody.
Anything else?
Let's see. Yeah, I do have another attack per action, so I will
Well,
move up to this guy.
actually,
Unless-
no, you can't.
No, right, you're right.
The attacks can only be used on one target unless you specifically have a feat that allows you to do otherwise. So,
Yeah, the only thing I have is bonus action to weapon fighting. That's it.
yeah. So you can move there still. You just can't use a second attack against him.
Yeah, I'll just move there and end my turn then.
Okay. Then next up is the dragon.
Way!
So,
Let's go, dragon.
he is going to. I think he can do this. Yeah, he's going to fly 15 feet up, and then he's gonna go. Let's see where he can go.
Keep the harpy.
Yeah, he's gonna go. He wants to be able to hit as many people as possible. He'll go there. He's gonna come all the way over here with using all of his flight speed, and he's gonna fly over there. I'll show you what it means to wrestle with a dragon. And he is going to use his cold breath.
Yes, sir. That's what we like to see.
So,
Yeah, baby.
30-foot cone. I
That's
believe.
what it's all about.
Let's see. I'm just gonna use this. I believe we can
Bjorn, I think you're
go.
fucked. Oh no, okay.
I think we can do that. Yeah. All right. So yeah, he's gonna shoot out his cold breath, and he's just barely gonna miss you, Bjorn. So
Cool.
So all three of these are gonna have to make a dexterity saving throw. Or no, not dexterity, Constitution, to see if they can withstand it. That's right. So let's see if they can withstand it. So the Harpy fails. That's a no. Yeah, the goons survive or will withstand that. And Colleen plus 3 to Constitution. Yeah, she makes the save too. So the Harpy fails, the other two succeed. So now I get to, or the dragon gets to roll 10d8.
Woo!
So
Okay.
bear with me just a second here as we roll this. That is, well, I can tell you guys since he's not attacking you. So that is 15, 21, 26, 29, and that's only half of it. So 29, that's 34, 36, 43, 46, 47. So the Harpy takes 47 cold damage.
Wow.
The other two take 23 cold damage. So
Ooh.
let me just
Yikes.
mark this real quick. Let me just get all my numbers in order here first. Forgive me.
That harpy gotta be dead for sure. There ain't no way.
Okay, so
Harpy
yeah,
gone.
so he shoots out just, and you just, Bjorn, you, even through your thick skin, you feel how cold this is, and you're thanking the gods right now that it's not being directed at you. All three
No
get
kidding.
blasted with the cold. Being a vampire, Colleen brings her hands up, and although she doesn't freeze, the cold, jagged ice that comes with the breast does cut through her skin. The other goon gets, like, frozen over, and she just... and she is barely alive. The harpy gets frozen completely, and as her flight speed drops to 0 and falls, as soon as her foot lands, she just... and just crumbles to bloody icy shards.
Jeez.
I fuck with this dragon.
So that's gonna be
I mean, I have resistance to cold damage, but fuck, I'm really glad I didn't have to deal with that.
Yeah, still, you've been taking some damage from that. So, yeah, that is their, that's gonna be the dragon's turn. Alright, it is the goon's turn. What's left of them, anyway. So, this dude, he's just gonna fight you, Bjorn, since you're making it so easy for him. Damn right he is. Let me show you what I can do. So he's going to take a couple of swings at you. That is that's an 8, and that one is a... Wait, let me look at the strength. Yeah. So that's going to be a 17 to hit, that second one.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So that's going to be... Oh, that's going to be 12 points of slashing damage as he brings his sword across your chest.
Ouchie.
Impressive.
All right. Next up, the other goons. So they're going to use their bows. This one here, she's going to take a shot at Maxi Boy. Her long bow. Okay. So, fuck, that's only a 13. So
Yeah, it misses.
she fires, and you're able to duck out of the way, and it just goes past you. It almost hits Barrett. The other one, she's going to shoot at the dragon.
Oh, brave.
With her
Very brave,
longbow.
especially after just watching that harpy get fucking eviscerated.
Natural 20.
Ooh!
Well, that's fair. It's still a dragon, though.
Still a dragon.
It's still a dragon.
She didn't even roll that good. So that's going to be only 10 points of piercing damage, but she does shoot him in the face. So if I... And it does get embedded into his thick scales, so it was with enough precision to harm him. So he will take some damage. Alrighty. I believe that is it for the goons. So Barrett, you're the last one up. Barrett, wake up.
Right, okay, I'm gonna go here.
Okay. Keep in mind she's 10 feet in the air, so...
Stab her cooter with your spear.
I'm gonna just sort of like, ready my sword next to my shield and sort of get down here, you flying fuck.
So you're gonna hold your action until she's within range?
I will, yes.
Okay.
Can I use a bonus action?
To do what?
I
I didn't think he had bonus actions yet.
That's the beauty of it. I don't. Let me see. I'll use Shield of Faith.
Okay. Ow, that hurt. Oh.
Bjorn.
Okay. Hang on. I laughed when you said that, and water went down the wrong pipe. Oh.
Ooh!
Wait, hold on. Sketchy, you still have that fucking lightning spear, don't
Yeah,
you?
it's the lightning javelin.
Did you notice me doing measurements here? I was going to move here and then fire it down there, but I don't have the range, and I thought, I can find better use of it some other stage.
Wait,
so
what's the range on that thing?
30 effective, 120 if I don't know what the caveat is to it.
So
but...
I think the lightning bolt is like the actual part that like goes 100, but the throwing the spear is 30. So like you'll hit like what you do is you would hit this guy with the spear, but the lightning bolt would travel through both of them.
Yeah, but like,
so.
Oh, right, got you. Right, okay, well if that's the case, then yeah, I probably could have done that, but no, I'm just gonna ready my action.
Okay. I mean, he did kind of say he already casted Shield of Faith for trying not to backtrack.
Yeah,
so.
no, of course.
All right,
I was just saying.
So Bjorn,
No,
your
I get
AC temporarily is increased by 2.
Yes, sir. That's what I'd like to see.
We'll give you that little shield there.
I'm waiting for the day that actually does anything, but hey.
I think it
well,
helped
you know.
once. It's helped once so far from someone taking an attack. All right, Rizzler, you're up then.
Yes. Alrighty. This small man is going to move behind him.
All right, you are flanking that dude.
Yes, and we're going to take an attack.
Okay.
My rapier. Okay. That is a 19.
That hits.
That is a 21.
21 damage, my lord. Alright, yeah, you run up, and this guy's not paying attention. You slice through the backs of both of his legs, and he buckles underneath. Ugh!
Ouchie.
He's hurting really bad. Is that anything else?
Could I, bonus action, prepare to dodge?
Can you do that as a bonus action?
You should, yeah.
Oh, so dodge. Yeah, you should be able to do that. So yeah, I believe you can do that. Yeah.
Yep.
I think that just
We've done it
increases your
before.
AC, right? By
It
5?
means that your attacks against you have disadvantage.
Oh, well, okay, same thing. Gotcha. I don't know. Last time nobody ever dodged, so I don't know that one. All right, so that'll be your turn. Max, you're up.
All right. So I would like to take this wonderful opportunity to approach this fucker,
Okay.
and I would like to bludgeon them with my clubby wubby for. That's a 15 to hit.
That's a miss.
Oof. Okay. And I would like to follow up with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Damage
I do
correction.
nothing.
21 to hit,
That hits.
and that is 8 damage.
Alrighty then. Then yeah, you run up, you swing out with your club, and she backs up, but she's so cold that her reflexes aren't that great. And then you just palm with the hand to the stomach and blow a hole through the side of her.
Hey.
And she dead.
Yay!
See, like, I figured she would have been close to dead, and do you know what the idea I had in mind was for that? Just like, I swing like my baton at her, she goes to step back, I grab her by the throat and just fucking Eldritch blast her throat like whilst it's in my palm.
I'll like grab her by the ponytail.
What is this Mortal Kombat shit you're on
I
today?
know.
What the fuck is happening?
I know my battle descriptions are naturally over the top a bit, but like this is like some X-ray shit right here. So
Yeah.
Nah, we're all into this shit.
I will say,
don't know.
I remember seeing somewhere, like they said, they're like, when you describe combat, you know, just because you're losing HP, that doesn't mean they get all cut to shit, because then they just sleep and heal away. Losing HP is basically just getting exhausted, getting worn out in battle. And I'm like, well, that's lame. I'm making this shit like JoJo, where they go with like they're an inch away from death, but then they're fine the next episode. So
Right, yeah.
and I think it's more fun to describe you guys getting cut to shit than you just sleep and it's gone and you're better. So
Right,
agree.
it's better. Right, it's better than like getting hit and like saying like, oh, like obviously your armor like reduced the damage, but it's not like you're getting scars or like all that shit. It's like
that's
nah,
not
it's boring.
fun. Yeah. Just in the world of Usanar, you heal faster if you sleep enough. So we'll leave it like Nezuko. We'll leave it like that. So, all right. So that is your turn, Maxi boy. It is the Harpy's turn. So she is going to come down 5 feet to be able to attack you. And now that she is in with striking distance, your withheld attack activates. Barrett.
All right, sick. Okay. I got a 19 to hit
Yeah, that hits.
and a 9 damage. No 7. Let's go.
Hey, I got a 7. Let's go.
Alrighty. So as she flies down, you swing. She brings her arms to protect her chest, but you do slice through the arms. She will draw her sword and attempt to stab you back. That's cocked. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's a 12 to hit. So she just swings it and it just glazes off your armor. Just
You can't see it, but I'm currently pulling a Giga Chad face.
Wow.
bitch.
You read the news?
Wow, you tried.
Wow.
All right. Let's see. Wait. All right, it's Colleen's turn. She's pissed. She's run up on you, Max.
Oh, she can. I fucking welcome it.
All right. So first, she's gonna make a claw attack and a bite attack against you.
Okay.
So, let's see if that lands first. Oh boy. That's gonna be a 23 to hit on the bite.
Yep.
So, hang on, let me make sure I'm doing this right. So that's gonna be, so this is 2 parts. So that's 7 piercing damage.
Yep.
And then you also take 2d6. That'll be another 7 necrotic damage. As she runs up, and as you try to swing at her, she just bites into your wrist, and you can feel her suck a little blood from you. So that's 14 damage total, and she heals the 7 points she absorbed from you.
Oh, goody. I would like to react to that.
Okay. He's only going to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Yep.
Well, fucking why not?
I'm
It's
not
a
saying
reactionary,
it's
so
just...
I might as well save it.
Yeah.
I need her to make a dex saving throw.
Okay. Ooh, that is... No, that's 14.
Okay, well, that's damage that's coming up is still halved, and that is a 17 damage.
So halved, so that's, what, 8?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck them health points. You're not getting them.
Okay, so yeah, so she heals, drinking from her blood, and as you do, you touch her face with the back of your hand that she's drinking from, and you just scorch it a little. And it quickly, since she's a vampire, it quickly heals, but you do smell her burning flesh. Well, she's gonna just try and strike you with the claws now. So that will be, that's another 23 to hit, actually. She rolled the same thing. So that'll be... Nah, we're not doing that. Actually, no, yeah, since it lands, she's not going to do damage. She is going to grapple you. So she links her one leg through yours and brings you to a knee, and then she basically puts you in a full Nelson with your arms behind you.
That's hot.
That's hot. That is.
I'm going to enjoy devouring your blood. And her eyes, like, they almost turn like feline. They turn into slits rather than looking human now.
All right, actually, like, whilst you discuss that, before we move on, I'd like to bring up something from my notes that I'd actually like, potentially, explore at this point.
No, you can't just get an erection from this, okay?
All right, so you know what? Forget my idea.
All right, what's the idea?
All right, so the idea that, if you remember, in my additional notes section,
Yeah.
I said that high stress or fear could cause Gabriel.
Right.
Could I roll a Constitution saving throw or Wisdom or whatever you think it would be to then see whether I fail that and slip into him?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If that's how you want to do it, then yeah. So roll Wisdom like Bjorn would,
Okay.
or Wisdom saving throw, basically.
Wisdom
Just see-
saving throw.
yeah.
Okay. So that is even with my +5, that's only a 9. Fuck.
Yeah. He comes out.
Fuck you. Oof. I wrote like so much like, you know, gimmicky shit to like, you know, make sure that these guys could get more use. I just haven't like, you know, had a chance to use them properly.
No,
but, like,
yeah, I
being
mean-
pinned down by a vampire is
Yeah.
a scary thing.
Yeah.
I mean, the getting bit once by a vampire is kind of hot, but the fact she'll just keep doing it, you know, it's
Yeah,
starting to
the
turn-
fact that she's like, it's the fact that she said that she's gonna suck the life out of me, and I know she doesn't even mean it in the good way either. It's like, damn, I'm kind of scared now. I like living.
this isn't fun anymore.
My boner stopped 3 turns ago.
3 turns ago.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
If
you.
that's not a line in the D&D movie, I'm not watching it.
Yeah. I would.
I could. I want to hear Chris Pine say that now.
Yeah, me too. All right, so you guys watch as after getting grappled, you see at least the two of you that are close, see Max's eyes go kind of wide, and they almost glaze over for a few seconds before snapping out of it and seeming more intense. All right, so that will be Colleen's turn. Bjorn, you're up.
And cool. Let's fucking finish off this guy.
Okay.
If I can actually hit him. I'm rolling with advantage, so. Oh, that's not a good start.
Yeah, that's a miss, 11.
And that's a 20. Let's go.
Way!
Dirty 20, not natural.
Yeah. Sorry, it just looks weird seeing the 12 plus 8 because it keeps making me think you're accidentally rolling the d12 damage on your axe.
No.
I know, that's the 20 roll of 12. So yeah, you're fine. Yeah, so that hits.
Oh, I almost fucking accidentally added on more damage than I was supposed to. Yeah, 10 slashing damage.
All right. So this guy's already like down from Rizzler slicing through his legs. So you just bring your
down?
Well, he's not like unconscious. He's still fighting.
Okay.
It's just his legs are crippled like under him right now.
Got it.
So with him down, you bring your axe down into his. So are you trying not to kill, or are you?
Yeah, I'm not trying to kill right now.
Okay, so you bring your axe like down into his shoulder then to just cripple him enough and just. And he, fucking. Okay, I'm just gonna do it this way. He goes unconscious and falls down. So, well, okay, I'm gonna change it. I'm not gonna say you fall unconscious. I'm gonna say you're downed, which means because it's boring if you're just sleeping through everything. So he's just so injured. He's just like he can't do anything.
He's trying. I mean, the way I look at it, like death saving throws and stuff like that, is when like somebody has suffered a mortal injury and is trying their hardest.
Yeah,
to, like,
you're fighting
survive.
death off. Yeah,
Yes,
so
that's not something you do while you're asleep.
Yeah, he's bleeding out, downed kind of state.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But okay. Anything else then? So if you leave him now, he can't take an opportunity attack, etc.
Yep. So would I be able to approach here and try to pull the vampire off of Max?
With your bonus action.
Can I do that? I'm assuming that'd be an athletics check.
Yes. She is a vampire, so you're gonna have to roll pretty high, but yes, you can certainly try.
Cool. That's all.
Way. He said it.
27.
Fuck.
Let's go.
Yeah, so you grab onto her, and although she fights you as much as she can, you are able to pull her off of your who you believe to be Max.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
So yeah, get your filthy hands off of me! And as she like turns to you, you see her fangs are like almost like saber tooth, how elongated they are.
So I think we discussed this before. Bonus action 2-weapon fighting does not give me the ability to attack another creature, correct? Or does it?
Well, if you only have one, it only works. If you're not holding a second weapon, then no. But I believe we said you can unarmed strike. However, you just used your bonus action to pull her off of him.
Oh, right. Yep. No, that makes sense. Okay, then that means
because I said if you make an ability check that influences one of my creatures, then that has to count as like an action rather than you making a perception check kind of thing.
Cool.
So,
okay. Then in that case, yeah, I'll. That's where I'm gonna turn, and I'll just be like, "You're fighting me now."
Okay. So I'm gonna cry. No. So that was your turn. So it's the dragon's turn. He didn't like getting shot, and he sees you guys are handling things, so he's going to come over here, and he's going to fly down and land in front of this archer. How many attacks does he get? He gets 3 attacks.
Yeah!
So that's a bite attack.
I'm so glad we weren't fighting him.
Yeah, that could have ended differently if you guys wanted to fight him. So I'm just going to roll all 3 first. So that is 22, which hits.
Fantastic.
That is a... That's just a miss. I don't even have to read the number. That'll just miss. But then that is a 23, which will hit. So 2 hits. So with the bite, that will be... I'm pretty sure this chick is a goner, but we'll see. So that's...
Pretty sure.
That's... plus 4. So that's 9 piercing damage plus 6 cold damage. And then on the claw attack, that's another 10 damage. That's just enough. So he comes down, he bites her arm off as he swoops down. As she screams, he swoops in with a claw, but she buckles down. But then as she goes to her knees, she can't push herself up, and he just claws through her back, her carcass just flopping off into the distance.
Woo! Oh my god.
And then he just kind of gets on his back legs and roars.
Like me when I just finished having a satisfying crap.
Basically. So that'll be his turn. So this dude's down, so he's gonna roll a death saving throw. Okie dokie. I can actually... Yeah. Do that for him. Boop! Okay. Alrighty, Barrett, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead again. I'm going to attack this little fairy fuck, even though it's a harpy, I know, but still.
I mean, feathery fuck would be more fitting, but...
True.
Yeah, fuck you, you feathery fuck.
I said what I said and I meant it. Anyway.
Is a feathery just like the bird version of a furry?
Okay, now
Sure.
you're motor. Does that mean I can now? Does that mean I can, because I'm a paladin and a holy warrior? Does that mean I can attack with advantage?
No. And you can't roll for seduction either, so don't even bother.
Damn it, that was gonna be my next ask.
I saw that coming, yeah.
That's only if they're underage. Anyway.
Stop! Stop!
Hey, all right.
All right, you now have to roll with disadvantage. No, but stop.
No, I'm gonna just swing at this dude.
Okay, it's a technical check, but sure.
Right, I got 22 to hit,
That hits.
12 damage.
Let's go.
Damn,
Damage is
son.
slowly getting better.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You're slicing the kill, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, you go right through her neck with it. It doesn't decapitate her, but you just slice through. And
Works for me.
her wings give out. She falls down.
well-
Alrighty then.
I'm gonna use my movement speed to Yeah, okay, I can do that. There we go, and I'm just gonna ready a reaction.
Okay. Damn. Okay, she is surrounded. Well, Rizzler, it's your turn.
Dude, Rizzer, I think you know what you need to do.
Okay.
You'll make it. You don't even have to. You don't even have to.
you
You'll
make that.
it.
Yeah.
Surely she'll just like. Can we
That's
just
what
ask her?
I am going to at this point be like, all of your men are down, and as you can see, we've got you surrounded. So why don't you surrender and answer a few of our questions?
And she's just like standing, staring at all of you. Her claws and fangs are out, but you can see a lot of hesitation behind her attempting to strike. And then, at the same time, her fangs retract in and her claws go back to just being long nails. It seems I am left without a choice. I surrender.
See, I knew I wasn't the only vampire around here who had a sense of who had a good head on their shoulders.
Your stench is nauseating. The
It's
dragon comes up. Are you kidding me? After all this bitch has put me through, you're just gonna let her live?
Listen, we need to get some information out of her first, and then, well, we'll let you decide what to do with her.
Fine.
Drown the bitch.
And then he walks up. Oh, he walks over here and he just starts rolling in his gold like a dog.
Now then, as for what you're trying to do, we heard that you were trying to attack the city of Monaga.
And what of it?
What exactly are your plans? To just take it down, or is there something else to it?
I am under strict orders, as she gets right in your face. I am under strict orders to use every means necessary to take down that city, crippling its supply chain, ruining its connections with other cities, isolating it more than it's ever been before. That is all I know. There is a very large hierarchy amongst the Knight's Thirst. I get my orders from my superior, he from his, and so on and so forth. Only the boss truly knows what the plans are. Even if I'm in a higher ranked position, it does not mean very much.
Who's your boss?
Sorry, taking water. Hang on, let me double check my notes here real quick.
Wow, you don't know your own story? Wow.
I know the story. I need to know if I can give you a thing right now.
You don't have everything completely memorized. Wow.
Wow. Shut up!
King, do a history check. Wow.
I have it right here, you fucks. That's why I write notes, okay?
Taking notes.
Rather than tell you, perhaps I will just show you. And she very slowly pulls from her belt a scrolled up piece of paper and she hands it to you.
Unbuttons her blouse. Oh, right, okay.
All right.
No.
Yeah, I'll see what the scroll says.
So pulling it open, it actually is. It has the symbol of the Knight's Thirst on it, which appears to be a very creepy-looking circle with a bloody dagger in the middle of it and some like rose thorns around it. And underneath, it is the names of the various members, like the hierarchy of them. So it is it actually allows them to identify with one another who is who and who takes orders from whom. And I am trying to find the fucking thing so I can give it to you. There we go.
Just watch someone like Christoph be on that list somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Just be more of a thorn in my side.
No. So let me grab that real quick. And then I'm just going to put it in the group chat so you can all see it, because I'm assuming you're going to share it with everybody. So,
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
Oh, we saw what I said.
Could you not be weird, maybe?
Nah, okay.
You're asking a lot, King.
Yeah.
Wishful thinking.
That's a bit of a high ask, mate. I don't think we can do that. Best I can do, not weird, for like 20 minutes.
Hey, yo, Giraffe, come on.
Giraffe!
Now, bro. Come on now, bro.
All right.
Bro.
Wasn't me.
All right. So when you open it up, it has their symbol. It has the the Knight's Thirst hierarchy written on it, and then from it, it has the names of the in order of who's in charge.
Okay.
When I joined up, I was handed this to never forget who was above me.
I'll roll it up and put it in my backpack and be like, well, thank you for the information. Now,
Sorry.
were you the only ones who were tasked with this, or are there more on their way?
As of right now, I am the only one in charge of this battalion. And she looks at all like the dead guys around. Was a battalion. I am now the only one left, but yes, it was just me and my gang.
Anybody else have any questions they want to ask, or I'm still thinking?
No, Gabriel's pretty shaken up at the moment. Like, he's on, like, this point of, like, being between frustrated, scared, and genuinely upset.
Okay. Barrett, Reserve, you guys got anything?
No.
Off the top of the head.
I'm just
You're
sort
really
of following
quiet,
you.
You're
Isn't
really
it?
quiet,
You-
Giraffe, yeah.
I am? Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
It's better if you're closer to your mic.
Yeah.
It was right in
so
my face.
close.
I don't know.
Oh, you sound like you're in the other end of your room.
Oh, lovely.
For a second, you did kind of sound like that.
The dude's hitting the gritty in the next room, playing D&D.
So, did you want to ask her something, Giraffe, or no?
No, I'm good.
No, okay.
No, at the moment, Barrett's just kind of following you guys. He's more interested in the main plot, but he'll tolerate this
Fair
for now.
enough.
He's only interested in the main plot. How meta are you
Funny as
fucking
fuck.
getting right now, you sick
Put it
bastard?
this way. No. I said, sorry, let me reiterate. Because he's only interested in the threat of, like, godlike beings, he's like, this is all just like a sub-importance. Let's put it that way.
Gotcha.
Right.
He's on autopilot.
Stay. Where exactly is your headquarters, and where can we find the rest of these higher-ups?
We are scattered all throughout to keep barbarians like yourselves from finding all of us. We have settlements in all the major cities, Westershen, Alakara. We are trying to set up one in Monaga, but it seems my hands are going to be literally tied on that one.
You'd be lucky if you ended up out of here with them tied.
Your blood was delicious, by the way. And she just gives you like a coy smile.
I go to lunch for her because of how she's fucking talked to me.
Hold on. Can I, like, reaction to, like, stop him?
Yeah, you can kind of like push her over so like Barrett can keep an eye on her and just like get in front.
Can I
like,
bite her?
All right.
Did you say bite her?
No.
You fuck. You sicko.
Jesus Christ.
Just for shits and giggles.
No.
Hold on a second. Listen, it's over. We don't have to worry about them anymore. As I said before, the dragon can decide what to do with either of them from here on out. We need to get back to taking this convoy to the next city.
You can't just leave me here with this filthy animal.
Why not? You were the one who invaded his cave in the first place. It's not my problem.
You realize that creature will just go around eating more people?
Probably.
And he starts sitting up and rolling like out of the gold at this point. As you're
Listen.
if you're just talking to her.
Yeah, Gabriel hasn't got, like, feelings on this matter. He doesn't care.
We were here with a job to make sure that this. We were here to make sure a job for this merchant was able to travel through perilously.
She's like, what merchant? He's like hiding behind the wagon, like waving, like.
And the dragon promised us safe passage as long as we were able to get through. As long as he's able to stick to his word, I don't think we have anything to worry about.
I'll have you know, the boss will get you. No matter how many of you creeps try to invade the Night Circle, soon the vampire bloodline will rule over all of Usanara. Just you wait. And another thing, and she feels the breath on her shoulder. Well, a deal's a deal. You're all free to pass. And he just devours her.
Fucking hell.
And he burps out like her little tiara. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some sleeping to do. Oh, you can do whatever you want with that one. And then he actually like curls up in his gold and goes to sleep.
Can I use detect magic on the tiara?
Sure.
Alright, what do I do for that?
It's a thing that just happens.
It's just a spell you
Okay,
cast
yeah.
to see if there's
That's
magic.
Is there magic, my lord?
Well, my loyal soldier. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, what you do get a faint magical sense from it. You're not sure what it is because it doesn't feel like there's like spells in there or anything, but it does seem to be of importance. There was a reason for her wearing it, and you do get some kind of energy flowing through it from your casting.
All right. Okay. May I do a? No. Okay. No. I actually thought I had detect good and evil, but I don't. That's all right. I'll take it.
Okay, take a note of you having it.
Yes, sir. I am, Dad.
Okay, jeez, that's Dungeon Daddy to you.
Yo.
Remind me of her name just so I can name the tiara.
That was Colleen Hash.
Clean hash.
You also now in the group chat, you might want to take a note of the hierarchy of the Knight's Thirst. So
Yep.
and
Fuck you.
you can fuck you. So and you can cross off her name since you took her out. So yeah, from top to bottom, it's who's in control, and the boss is it's. I mean, it's not XXX. It's boss, and then it's like scribbled over, like they don't want you to know who it is. So
Yeah.
That was an Xbox username.
and actually, Rizzler, I want you to make a history check.
Me to make a okay.
Yes, you
where's,
specifically. While looking at that paper, it's in the big list of
where's-
skills.
I'm looking for it.
Look hard.
History.
It's under H for history.
That is
in
an
case you-
18.
18? Okay. Although you do not know why, when you look at the name Razorhand, you get an uneasy feeling in your stomach, as if you've seen that name before and you associate it with something bad in your life. So, do with that knowledge as you will, but... Are we good? Did I disconnect or something?
We're
No,
good.
no, you're good.
Oh,
I
okay.
was just waiting for him to like.
Okay. I didn't know if you were going to
but-
say anything in response. Speak to
No,
me,
I don't-
Giraffe. What are you feeling?
My brain is just processing it.
Okay.
Where do your loyalties lie?
So, yeah, it's nothing major, but just seeing the name Razorhand on that list, it seems familiar to you. It sparks a little bit of unease. Anywho, what are you guys going to do now? You have this brutalized unconscious guy who I'm actually going to roll another death save for him. Okay.
No way.
No, he's fine.
Quick
he's not
question.
above,
You mentioned
yes.
that the water in this, like, you mentioned that the water in this area is like kind of like frozen area, but like it might still be a little wet. Like, how much water would you say there is on the floor?
I mean, your feet can like go through it. It's not that deep. It's just the ice cracks underneath. I mean, it's not like his gold is submerged underwater. It's just kind of it's like when it rains, it kind of fills up kind of thing. You know, like, so it goes up to maybe your ankles.
Okay, well, I'll flip him onto his front and then leave him to drown.
Jesus Christ. Okay. No, I am going to.
So he walks over and goes to do that, and then you're like, fuck no.
I'm just gonna put a hand on his chest and be like, just make sure the cart gets back to where it needs to be. I'm gonna roll a medicine check to make sure this guy doesn't have to roll death saving throws anymore.
Okay.
And then I'll get him to the next town, basically.
Oh, okay.
So that way, at least somebody can heal him and then put him in jail.
Well, roll for medicine then.
That's only a 10.
Damn, he died. That's a shame.
Well, you're able to like hold his shoulder wound together, so he won't bleed out, I guess. But
Will he still roll death saving throws?
we don't need to waste time on it. He'll be fine.
Our,
Yeah,
our
basically-
dragon's tameable.
That we're not taming a fucking dragon.
Not a chromatic
since-
dragon, anyway. He'll probably just
Yeah.
try and eat you if you
They're
do
too-
anything more with him.
They're too intelligent to fuck with.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's just basically gonna be on my back, and I'm like gonna
Okay.
carry him to the next town with us.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you guys are gonna. Well, he's gonna take you to the docks. This guy. So that's
Yep.
where he's heading.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Can I roll to kill?
No, God. What's wrong with you guys?
Stop being murder hobos.
It's not even a murder hobo. It would be what Bart would do. It would slow us down.
Are you actually like? Hold on.
Are
you serious
we
right now?
actually?
Yes.
Are you actually trying?
Yes.
Okay, you're just gonna do it like. Okay, is there
You're gonna
anything-
swing while he's holding
Hold
on to
Can
him.
How do you want me to do it? Just do you want me to roll to hit against that will?
Roll a
you're gonna,
hit.
like
Roll
you're gonna,
the hit,
roll
and then
hold on.
Bjorn, you can, because you're gonna try and stop it, I assume.
Yeah.
Right, I got a 20.
Jesus fuck, that's not.
Yeah, you need to roll to, I guess, help the guy's AC. So roll athletics to try and move out of the way with him. And we'll see if the numbers work out well.
Nope, 14.
No, as you try to turn, he just slices the guy's throat and kills him. And the guy doesn't even make any
Jesus.
sound. He's just dead now, so.
My gods, what the hell are you doing?
You know little of the gods if we pander around doing this. We have a task complete, and by God, we will do it. This man, a pity for his life, but he would slow us down in the process. We have already deterred the inevitable. We must make haste.
You all. So vicious. Starts to make me wonder if we really are the heroes in this whole thing.
Ooh.
Without saying another word, Beard's just gonna block off and start
Okay.
helping the cart get to where it needs to go.
I'm gonna start playing with myself with all this great roleplay.
Same, bro.
So, all right.
Well, I mean, without the roleplay, I mean, either or works for me.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck. Because I'm feeling so generous, I guess you guys could like all level up to level 6.
Oh my
Aw, that would be so sweet.
That'd
of
be
you.
so great. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Okay, step bro, just level up already. Oh my god.
Fuck.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
okay, I'm gonna stop talking like that. Okay.
Don't, I was enjoying it.
So, so you help the guy. So, I'm just gonna speedrun this next part, but you're gonna take the guy to the docks, right?
Yep.
Okay. And I don't have a scene for that either yet, so you're just gonna have to bear with me. So yeah, the dragon lets you go, and he, as far as you know, will agree to let people pass through from now on because he doesn't need their shit. So you take the guy to the docks, and you drop him off. And he thanks you and he boards the ship, and I think he said he was going to pay you. So
Yep.
How much was he going to pay you? I believe, yeah. So you guys can divide this up however you want. You get 300 silver and 100 gold for assisting him.
Okay.
Okay, that was. You said how
Divide
much?
that the 5-way.
So yeah, 300 silver, 100 gold, and you can divide it however you want.
Got it. Okay.
I mean, do you want to give some to Asher, or are you dividing it 4 ways?
I feel like
Minus
because
one.
we're.
We'll divide it
here-
4 ways.
Yay. Hold on. Yeah, might as well. So
25 gold each, and you said 300 silver?
Yes.
And that's 75 silver each.
cool.
So everybody
Guess I bet
gets
some money.
extra money. Yeah, and Bjorn finally has some money because he got all his stolen.
Yeah!
Okay. So after that, if you guys want, we can take a quick otter intermission if you want.
Alright, give me a second. Dolphin facts.
Okay, dolphin
Oh,
intermission
dolphin
today.
fact.
Hey, Kieran,
Yes.
you have spell slots that probably need to be recovered,
I-
right?
I have level 2 spell slots that need to be recovered at the moment. My level 3 ones are still okay.
Okay. I have a new ability since I leveled up that allows me to channel magic, and as an action, you can you can touch a creature and roll a d4. The creature recovers an expended spell slot of a level equal to the number rolled.
Okay, that's pretty nifty, actually. Like, I would be fine with that, and I would be open to that. But would Bjorn be open to giving that to Gabriel, considering the situation at hand?
I'm thinking about it. I think, honestly, it will be... Let's say this. As we're kind of walking back towards the city of Monaga, now that he realizes he has this ability, like, he will kind of, in passing, touch your shoulder. You'll feel the energy. In fact, here, let me just go ahead and roll a d4 now while I'm thinking about it.
Yep.
Okay, that's only... What's level 3, it says... Creature you touch can't recover a spell slot of that level. Okay. If the creature you touch can't recover a spell slot of that level, the creature instead gains temporary hit points equal to 5 times the number rolled. You take force damage equal to 5 times the number rolled. Okay, so I will take some damage from this, but you're gonna get 15 temporary hit points.
Oh, wow.
What the hell?
So yeah. You'll Bjorn will do his best to hide the damage he just took. Like, obviously, because he doesn't want anybody to know what he just did.
Yeah,
technically,
you feel it like inwards hurt you.
Yeah, but he will kind of, you'll feel the magical energy in you. You'll have some temporary hit points, and then Bjorn will just kind of walk past without saying anything to you.
Mm-hmm. Let me just... Oh, wait, no, that's
I'm just stretching while we wait.
that's a different type of touch required for that. So no, that doesn't change anything for me at the moment. But yeah, I just understanding that the situation at hand has probably ticked off our big man. Gabriel's kind of like, not necessarily keeping his distance, so he's like trailing like far behind the carriage, but he's not walking with like the group as a whole. Like, he's like closer to the carriage than he is with like everyone else at the moment.
So, I do want to ask. I mean, I guess we could start going back. I just thought it was a minute we could take to stretch our legs and not think in game.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. I didn't even read out any facts.
Well,
Sorry, that was because I got like caught up in the new ability I got.
it's fine. I just wanted to give you guys a quick intermission if you wanted one, but
All right, give me 5 because I do want to go get an orange or something.
No worries. So whilst waiting for him to get an orange, did you know that dolphins are incredibly fast sprinters?
yes.
Bottlenose dolphins are usually fairly slow swimmers, traveling about 2 miles per hour. However, they can reach speeds of over 30 miles per hour for brief periods of time.
Wow.
Really?
Let's see what else is there. I don't care about their intelligence. I don't care about the facts about that. That's depressing facts. I want fun facts that you tell a child.
That you would tell a child.
Dolphins are closely related to whales. Ah.
Well, yeah, they're mammals.
And so are we.
Yeah, so they're related to us.
Whoa, you're telling me I can be part dolphin?
Thanks, I hate it.
No worries, man. The the autism's catching up with me today.
Mm-hmm.
They can dive up to 1,000 feet. That's crazy.
Dive into my pussy!
Okay.
Bro, I wish I was a dolphin. Damn.
Oh, damn.
Okay, no, I can't find anything more that doesn't involve their reproduction cycle. I don't want to be reading about their reproduction cycle just because some dolphins getting some and I'm not. Makes me very sad.
You were getting some while you were here, so relax.
Yeah, but like that was only like 3 months of getting some.
I want a lifetime's worth, bro.
I want a lifetime of being happy and getting some.
Don't we all?
Is that too much to ask?
Sadly, in this timeline, yes. So when Sketchy gets back, we'll just pick right up where we left off.
Yep.
Sketchy, hurry up, bitch! Get your orange, puss!
Did you know
No.
that the Oxford University is actually older than the Aztec Empire?
Wow.
How mad is that? By the time the Mayans were discovered, and well, the Aztecs were discovered, like the Oxford University had already been around for 300 or so years.
It's crazy.
Fun facts that warp perception of time. Sharks are older than trees. Give me something good, give me something good. Oh, there we go, there's the Aztec ones. Oh, it was nearly 1,000 years difference. And the T-Rex existed closer to humans than the Stegosaurus did.
Okay, that's enough for starting again.
Okay.
Okay, so
Next week I'll have a better presentation up for everyone.
So you guys are currently at the docks. You drop the guy off. He's going to be traveling, and hopefully it means the rest of the merchants from now on can continue their traveling as well, safely.
Yep.
We'll see if the dragon keeps his word or not. So currently you're at the docks. You will have to come back here once you decide to depart for the next prison anyway. Do you want to look for the guy you need to look for, or do you just want to go right back to Monaga to be safe?
What do you guys think?
Since we're not going to be leaving right away, it might be a good idea to just go ahead and go back to the city, since, you know, like, the only reason we even need to talk to that guy is to let him know that, you know... Well, wait, hold on. Did we, because we talked about this last session, but I don't remember what everybody said. I was saying that you all could go ahead to the next city, to the next prison, and then I would stay with Kristoff. I don't remember what each of you responded with.
I responded. I remember Max responding with a matter of, like, you know, look, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, because it'll probably be a matter of, like, you know, if they tell you that you can't do that, we'll just travel together, and I'd rather we travel together just in case.
That I forgot that we're still waiting on some people to come by.
Yeah, from Westershen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll head on back.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's head on back.
I'm just going to fast forward through this so we can get to it. So you technically have one more day. Is there anything you want to do in Monaga, or do you just want to skip right to them showing up? Because we can do this any way you guys kind of want to. I'm just kind of telling you that, you know, I always say whenever we do like time skips and stuff, things happen in the background. It's just what you want to do in this moment that, you know.
There's no real weapon shop or anything in the city, is there?
Not in Monaga, because they don't really do that.
that's
There's
kinda
a
what I
barracks,
figured.
but they don't have like magical weapons, which would be helpful.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Okay. Then in that case, yeah, I'm good. Let's just skip forward then.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to skip forward as well.
Would it be good? Would it be a good idea stocking up on like potions? Like,
Do
surely
we have a
those-
potion shop.
You can look for one if you want to walk around for a while. I mean, the city is
Fucking
quite
long time.
is bigger than you think. It's very peaceful. The rules are strict. Everybody's dressed the same. It's a little weird, but there is a small potion shop where one of the members of the Order of the Sacred Flame is sitting behind a desk. It's an older gentleman. He's just got his reading glasses on. He's looking at a book and, oh, hello there. You must be adventurers. We don't get many of your kind around here.
Yes, It's a very nice shop you've got here. What do you have in stock?
Well, we don't have much. Sadly, the directrix, she does not allow me to keep very much, but we can brew the most simplest of potions. And he pulls out a few bottles. We have your standard potion of healing common, potion of healing greater as well, for those pesky injuries. We also have potions of fire resistance and poison cure, if any of these are of your interest.
Sort
You
of.
can always take more potion of health, so that's for sure.
Oh, for sure.
I'll just sort of pick up the book that he put down, not even like paying him much interest. Just I'll just pick up the book and just start like flicking through it and say
it's a story of a mighty warrior, and it speaks that the god Chaos, which is the god that the Order worships, bestowed the man with a second life in order to finish a battle, and that's what you get from skimming through it. So it's of a noble warrior. So.
I'll just sort of while flicking through it, I'm just gonna sort of ask him. I'll take a cure poison, please.
Very well. That will be 30 gold, sir.
I throw it on. I put the gold on top of the book and set it back on his desk and take the potion. Then.
All right, he pulls the gold off and stores it away. So deduct the money, and you can add a potion you can add a potion of poison cure to your inventory. Anybody else? Anybody else?
I'll have a potion of common healing.
All right, that is also going to be 30 gold.
Oh, someone who spot me 5 gold. No, wait, hold on. Is it 10 silver to? Yeah, it's 10 silver to. Okay,
Yeah.
then yeah, that should be fine.
So if you,
So here, I'm gonna do this.
So you're gonna give him 50 silver.
Here, what I'm gonna do? Oh yeah, yep.
So 50 silver and 25 gold. He'll accept your silver as well.
All right, cool.
All right, so you can get a potion of healing common. Anybody else want any potions?
I'll buy a single potion of healing greater.
Okay, the greater's more expensive. That one's 70 gold.
By how much? 70. Fuck, I'll get a common then.
Okay, so 30 gold for a common.
Yep. I'll mark that off. Just waiting for the D&D Beyond website to like come out of shitting its pants.
Of course. Rizzler, what about you? You want any potions, or you're good?
Yo, giraffe.
Giraffe. Did he go on? Did he leave at intermission and just not come back? Oh.
Can I get a potion of healing common?
Yes. So deduct 30 gold from your bank, and you can add that potion to your notes, or just add it to your equipment.
Come on, D&D Beyond, you fucking sketchy slut.
I mean, Sketchy's a slut, but you don't gotta call him that in the middle of the stream.
Hey.
I mean, you're right, but I like it.
deserves
It's
it.
fun.
All right, so everybody, you can take your potions, and the old man will bid you adieu for the day.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna keep track of like how much I've spent, so when the website comes back up, I can just access it easier.
That's fair. Yeah, you can always just write it down, or add it in your like personal notes on your character page too. So
that's what I'm trying to do, but like I can't.
oh, it's not
actually get
doing
onto
that. Man, the
character page
site
in general.
fucking sucks. It works fine when I use it, but I don't know why it's not obeying. All right, so
transfer gold +1 common healing.
there. All right, so are we fast forwarding now just to make it easier on everybody? Okay.
Yep.
So the morning that you're expected for reinforcements to come, it is actually storming outside. For the first time since you've been in Monaga, the clouds overtake the sun. It is quite gray and gloomy, and there is a pretty harsh rain going on.
Unfortunate.
Yes. Eventually, though, off in the distance, the Monagan security do notice several large ships approaching. Eventually, when they land, they make their way up the cliffside and approach. You are all standing outside of the barracks. Well, I guess you'd be inside the barracks. Never mind. You'd be inside the barracks, and Kristoff is chained to a chair right now. And ever since he's been captured and he spoke to all of you, he hasn't said a word since. Eventually, the doors open. The general walks up, and he greets. There are a good dozen or so Westershen guards in very thick, heavy metal armor and spears, and with them is a middle-aged-looking elf. He carries a long brown staff with him that has a metal point at the end, and he greets the general with a hefty arm shake. Well, it's been a long time since I've seen you, Mazar. How have you been? Doing well, he says as he pushes up his bifocals. General Zagirius, I must say, it is quite interesting that you choose to live out your days here in Monaga. The Knights of Justice could use you. Barrett, I assume you're, like, hiding in another room, right? Or are you staying there with everyone else?
I'm staying here with everyone else, but I'm sort of... I myself have nothing to hide. I'm not afraid of what I did.
Okay. So yeah, they greet each other, but... So tell me, why do you even stay here? I mean, the Knights of Justice could still use your expertise. You know this old man doesn't have it in him anymore. And I've never really been much of a tactician. I've always been the one to go on the front lines. Indeed you have. And he looks over at all of you. I see these are the noble adventurers who have acquired the man that has eluded us for far too long. Indeed. They don't have any kind of group name or anything like that, not yet, but They're a kind man, especially this one. Bjorn, come here and introduce yourself to the man.
Yep. Okay. Just walks forward and greetings. My name is Bjorn, and I was the man who was originally tasked with escorting Kristoff to his prison before he escaped.
Interesting. I am Mazar Highleaf, a knight of justice from the city of Westershen. It is a pleasure to make the acquaintance of a noble soul such as yourself. But you tell me you were instructed to take this man somewhere. May I ask who gave you those orders?
Do I know who gave you those orders?
It was literally just some official with a group of soldiers that looked like the soldiers that stand behind him.
I did not catch his name, but it was a noble with an entourage of soldiers that looked like just like yours.
How interesting. We received reports that the Black Circle were planning some sort of coup in the various cities. It's quite possible that your transportation of him wasn't for our benefit. It is quite possible all those guards were actually working for the Circle. I understand you weren't a part of any of that, so don't worry. No charges will be brought up to you, of course, but it seems quite likely that Kristoff used you to get him to this continent.
I'll just kind of look back at Kristoff, who's just to see if he's reacting to any of this information.
He's just staring at the Knights of Justice with a very blank but, like, angry expression.
I see. Well, in either case, I was tasked with a job, and I would like to see it through. If you wouldn't mind, I would actually like to accompany Kristoff to where you're taking him.
You have to forgive my hesitation, but you were technically fooled once before. I don't doubt, seeing as how you captured this man, that you are a moral individual. However, we can handle it from here. Only us of the knight's status should be able to handle such a dangerous figure as Kristoff. However, if it is a reward you seek, we can arrange something to be sent to you.
It's not a matter of reward. It's a matter of spending enough time with this man, seeing what sort of tricks he gets up to, and what left he's yet to reveal about his overall plans, or what his allies plan to do from here on out. I just want to make sure that he gets to exactly where he belongs with no problems. If we end up having to chase him again, I need to be sure that we're ready for that.
Roll persuasion.
Okay. Where's my persuasion? There it is. $15.
Ooh. I'm trying to think about how I want this to go. 15, huh? I don't know.
Got some pondering to do.
Well, I'm trying to think about how he would handle this specifically. They all would handle this, all the knights would handle this situation. I rolled on which one was going to show up, so... You're very eager to come along, I see. Very well. If that is truly what you wish, you may accompany us. However, I must request that not all of you come along, as we cannot take the chance of, well, you know, any more unwanted surprises.
That is fine. I initially recruited them after running into them anyways. They were not originally part of the mission to transport him. I believe the group is next heading towards the next prison where they're keeping another one of Kristoff's associates, and I have faith that they can handle it.
I certainly hope so. If you are traveling to the abandoned island, you will encounter Muna. Although she is crafty, where we keep her, she is quite harmless at the moment. However, just bear in mind, never fall for the words of the Black Circle. They can be quite persuasive. He's kind of just blankly scanning the other... We'll just say AJ's there. He's blankly scanning the rest of you. Very well.
Duncan's just reading a book.
We will be setting out shortly. As he kind of, like, wipes his hair loose. He walks up to Kristoff, who does meet him in the eye. It's kind of the first person he's looked up. I have been hoping to get my hands on you for so long, you pathetic excuse for a man. And he gets, like, right in his face. It takes a lot to make me angry, but after all the pain and suffering you have caused, I look forward to finally seeing you behind bars where you belong. And so do I, Mizar. It won't take long, but your precious little city will crumble. These adventurers may have stopped me for now, but the circle will come together, and we will bring about a new era of true peace. You speak of peace. You know nothing. And, after a quick pause, he does look over to his left. It's been a long time, Vizindi. How have you been?
Living off rations, keeping my head low, but nevertheless, I go by a different name today. Bart. Call me Bart.
Although I preferred your old name, if that is what you wish, Barrett, I shall call you as such. And he gets kind of like close to you without really looking you in the eye. He's like looking past you. For the record, some miss you. Some seek your head. I do not truly know where I stand. All I know is there is more to the story than you ever let on. So, for what it's worth, and then he meets your eyes, I'm sorry for what has come of you. Very well, men, grab the prisoner. We set out. And he just kind of walks off from you.
I think before Bjorn goes with them, he will kind of look to the group and address every single one of you. Listen, we've seen what all of these Black Circle members can do thus far. I urge you to keep your guard up. And I do apologize for being harsh to all of you for your methods of dealing with our enemies. I understand this is a very serious matter and we can't afford to take risks, but I truly do hope that some of you someday learn to be a bit more merciful.
Duncan stood like really confused hearing like about methods and shit. He's like, I haven't killed anyone in my life. What the fuck is he on about?
It's Duncan.
Yeah.
That's
The innocent
hilarious.
boy.
Well,
He's
either
like-
way.
And AJ's like, I didn't do anything except your mom. I feel like that's like an oatmeal response, so.
That
That's
does sound like
exactly-
a
But he
really
kind of
fun-
just mumbles it to himself, thinking nobody heard him, trying to be cool.
Yeah.
As soon as I can be sure that Kristoff will stay behind bars and there won't be any more issues, I will try to catch up as soon as I can. But for now, all of you take care.
Well, Bjorn, despite our short time together, it has been a treat, and I wish you all the best. Hopefully we can run into each other again, and hopefully that Kristoff fella stays behind bars, because I'm going to be honest, I just don't know what we could do if like he gets out again. Like, you know, I just don't think locking him up would be sufficient if he gets out once more.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, my friend.
Okay. I like to give it a moment, but I will keep this going then. So, Bjorn, you set out with Mizar, the elf, and all the Westershen guards, who are actually Westershen guards this time. And taking Kristoff prisoner, they lead him to the below deck of one of the ships, and you begin to set off from Monaga for the day. And you are heading across the Sea of the East to Westershen, and the continent,
yes.
and a whole new continent.
Big C.
So, as for the four of you, what are you
Bjorn,
to
get
do?
the time skip. Let's go.
Well, time skip for you, you'll be heading there. As for the rest
true,
of you,
true.
you know, where are you going? Because you're splitting the party on me, so
To be
Sorry.
fair though, he won't be here next
Well, I can-
week, so it.
Yeah.
it actually
Right,
will work
character.
out. Yeah.
I definitely didn't know about that from the last session when I suggested that idea, but I'm really glad it
But
worked
it
out the way
worked.
that it
Yeah, it's
did.
working out. So we'll just have a sole focus on them next time. So yeah.
Yes, sir.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
as for right now,
awesome.
the four of you, minus AJ's brain right now because it's not here. What are you guys gonna do then?
I would say we best make our way to the docks to try and get to the abandoned isle to get to the city of Kimore.
That's not where it is. That's not where it is. It's just an
Where-
island. It's just an abandoned
Where the
island.
fuck?
It's no
then where the
city. They
fuck-
said there's no city. It's literally an
Then
island.
why is it labeled as a city?
It's not. It's a desolate island. Kimore isn't where you're going. That's a city. The island you're going to is just a desolate island with Muna on it.
Well, I was told it was south, so I assumed it was Kimore.
No, and it's just Kimore. There's no more. It's just Kimore.
Damn.
So fight me, bitch.
Kimori. No, Kimori is a thing and something else, but I can't put my finger on it.
I think you're literally thinking of Nox Tamore, that horror game. But it's Timor.
No, I don't think so.
But
I'll have to
PewDiePie
think
would
about
call it Tamore. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Alright, so the rest of you are setting off, so now I gotta try and navigate. Okay, so Joysticks is on the ship going, and then the rest of you are gonna go to the docks where you are, and I'm gonna end the rain because you get out of it. So you're leaving Monaga. The general bids you good luck. So you are at the current dock area of well, it's just the docks. They're on the eastern, or on the western side of the continent of Zarganthex, which you are on. And you see various fishermen and fair folk going about their day. Approaching the wooden port, you see several large frigates align the docks as various sea captains pick up and drop off shipments of cargo or seek out passengers and additional crew members. You spot a muscly older man that waves you over. He has a long white beard and a clean, charming smile. Hello there, friends! Are you looking for transportation today? I am Simon Harvarian, at your service. I can take you wherever you need to go along the seas, through safe voyage, though it costs, of course.
How much would your services cost, good sir?
I'm feeling in a generous mood today, so I would only require 10 silver per person.
Well, we are more than happy to pay that fee, of course. We are heading to the Abandoned Isle.
Abandoned Isle, you say? Why would anyone want to go there if you don't mind me asking?
Well, as adventurers ourselves, we are on a quest, as it were, and we are, looking for passage to get there so we could potentially seek our goal before anything else happens to it, if that makes sense.
Aye, mighty adventurers have my respect. Very well. And he holds out his hand. Pay up, and please enter my ship.
Duncan, being the generous fuck he is, he pays for everyone.
You're paying 40 silver?
I'm gonna pay 40 silver, fuck yeah.
Okay, good. Then I don't have to remember to tell Oatmeal to deduct the money. So, alright. Duncan pays all the money. He actually has to, cup it. You just dump all the coins in his hand. Alright, so you get on his ship, and it begins to take off, as you are his only passengers right now.
Woo!
So as you depart from the city, or from the dock specifically, you admire this elderly but flamboyant, opportunistic sea captain. The ship, although the wood seeming old and worn, is quite well put together. It doesn't really creak or anything. You actually notice that about half dozen of workers that are on the ship are all very young, very beautiful women. You don't see another man in sight, which is a bit odd, but the women also seem a bit odd themselves, as most of them have either blue or green or some mixture of hair and very rainbow-esque colored eyes.
Interesting.
And the sun is now shining, although it's partly cloudy. There's a heavy breeze going through you, but you are officially on the open seas. What's going on with you guys? So,
well, I'm gonna find somewhere relatively comfortable towards the front of the boat where I can take a seat, enjoy reading some poems, and just, enjoy the breeze of the ocean and just have a lovely view while doing it.
Pussy. Okay, so... All right, Rissler, what are you doing while you're on the ship?
Nothing.
We'll give him a minute.
He's
He's thinking, I'm sure. So.
God damn it. How long is the trip?
That's a good question. It'll be a majority of the day, I'd say, but you'll get there within the day. It's a pretty fast ship that you're surprised to see.
Is there any way I could find somewhere, under deck or just somewhere to sit and eat?
Yeah, you can actually share in the complimentary meal of. So it's just clean drinking water, but they have some fried meat down there that you can partake in if you want.
And can I take that as a short rest?
Sure. I mean, for the record, technically, since we skipped a day, you've technically probably long rested, so you should be like all good.
Okay.
So you can rest up either way, but yes.
Okay.
You can relax.
So I can
down
take
there.
the long rest then?
Yes, yeah. Heal up and all that jazz. All right, AJ, what are you doing? Your mom! Yeah, shut up, Oatmeal. All right, and Barrett, what are you doing while you're on the ship?
I'll be mainly just reading about a something that I had read about in a book a while ago on how to bind weapons to myself, aka I'm just binding my shield. And
Shield thing
sword
we
to
discussed,
my-
yeah.
to myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're practicing, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So, isn't it crazy you're all not together, but you're like all on ships setting sail? Isn't that crazy?
It's
Cool.
so beautiful, very romantic.
Oh, I just want to blow my brains out. Okay, so I'm just kidding.
Dude, yeah. You're kidding?
Yes.
I
So
wasn't.
it's
No,
gonna
no,
be
no,
a long and violent journey. I'm just kidding. It's actually quite easy for all of you to get where you're going. Well, while we're just setting sail, is there anything you do, Bjorn, while on your ship?
Yeah, besides generally keeping an eye on Kristoff, conversing with the what was that guy's name, by the way, the elf?
It's Mizar.
Mizar. Okay.
He is a knight of justice, like the general.
Mizar.
So he's
yeah,
like
he's
like an adventurer like all of you, but he has like the high. This is like a rank recognized by the world, basically.
Yep. It would basically my time spent on the ship would be, looking after Kristoff, talking with Mizar. I mean, if any of the, other people on board, are, if we're
I mean,
doing-
a lot of
we're
the
drinking if we're
Westershen shoulder,
competing or
Westershen,
something.
yeah, a lot of the yeah, I mean, yeah, you can like eat with them, and a lot of the soldiers are quite like interested with you because you're an adventurer, as where they're just in the military, they don't get to do much exploring. Like, they ask you of your stories and journey. You can tell them, about hunting Kristoff and all that.
I'll
And,
tell them about hunting Kristoff, and I'll
yeah.
kind of tell them about, a little bit of what I did before this whole thing. Not like revealing everything, but revealing about like, I was a bit of a wanderer. I helped people in and around everywhere, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they're quite hooked. Mazar can't help but laugh at like at their interest at you. You must forgive them. They are all quite fascinated with the stories of, well, I and my fellow Knights of Justice, and as any adventurer they would come across.
I can understand being sheltered and being fascinated by stories at one point.
Not your forte anymore?
Well, more of a forced outcasting of my own volition.
Unfortunate, but understandable. I will not pry, it is not our way to do so. I have lived a great several hundred years at this point in my life, and I have seen some of the most grotesque creatures and violent offenders the world has known. And I've also seen quite kind individuals, and I believe there is a place for everyone here. So perhaps you are not where you think you should be, but I trust that one day you will be where you want to be.
One can only hope. Until now, I will continue doing the best that I can and help everyone. That is why I'm here after all, and I want to thank you again for allowing me to accompany you.
But of course, I must say I find you quite fascinating, Bjorn. You seem to be a noble warrior, a mighty adventurer. Perhaps one day even you will claim the title of Knight of Justice.
That actually does kind of sound nice.
There is hope for you yet. He just kind of chuckles a little and goes about keeping an eye on the prisoner, who he just kind of kneels to the ground, chained to the bottom of the ship, and he just sits there nice and cozy like.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if that's all you're doing, so we're gonna fast forward a little more, and then because not much. You guys are just kind of traveling, so.
Oh yeah.
I need more background images, so you're not just staring at fucking Monaga all the time.
pretty statue.
Mm,
It is a cool statue. We'll
It
say.
is. It is.
very nice statue.
Thank you. I didn't draw it, of course. So, all right. We'll say, for Bjorn's sake, eventually you will arrive at the continent of Koldurum, and you will eventually arrive at the city of Westershen.
Alrighty.
Groovy.
And so, as for the rest of you, as that prisoner transportation is taking place, you will eventually arrive at the Desolate Isle. The ship will land, and you will be dropped off. I must ask ye, would you like this? And he kind of groans, saying, "This my taxi service to stay and wait for you? Or would you prefer to just go about your business on this island? Keep in mind the island isn't attached to anything else, so..."
If you wouldn't mind staying in the area for a little bit, that would be perfectly fine, thank you. I don't think we'll be here more than, well, a day? Maybe 2?
I certainly
I'm
hope
more than
not.
happy to compensate you.
Let's put it this way. I will stay for the rest of the day. Should you wish me to stay longer, I will require another set of payment, if you understand.
Oh, of course, and I would have it no other way.
Very well, we shall wait here. Ladies, bring out the salsa music. That's a joke.
They have salsa?
So, as you land on the island, it is a very large valley with no structures in sight. There's a sandy shore and then some grassy plains.
Sandy shores?
And you can even see the ocean on the far side of the horizon. So the island isn't very big, but you literally see nothing, like no buildings or anything else.
I'd like to roll for investigation to try and see if I could try and find where, they would keep someone if there was anything actually on this island.
Okay.
Shit, that's a 9.
You don't see
I
anything.
found a rock!
Yeah, basically, you can't see anything that appears to be out of place. Although this is the island you are confident you're supposed to be at.
Yeah. Anyone else want to give it a go?
Could I roll for perception? See if I can hear anything moving around? If
Sure.
there's anything out there?
Yeah, you can roll perception.
That is a 19.
Okay. Trying to find the right track for this. Okay. At first, you're not sure you notice anything. Although, far off in the distance, you hear almost like metal scraping. It's very slight, but you are able to pick up on it. And...
All right. Is that all I can hear? Can I see anything?
Well, yes. You also... Sorry, I was reading the message you put
Oh, you're good.
in chat, and I was like, what is he writing to me? You also notice, and although it's kind of hard to make out, you notice slight distortion in the middle of the valley. Like as you look across the horizon, you're seeing straight, but then when you look at one point, it looks almost blurry, as if like I said, distortion. Something is obscuring the vision from that point onwards.
All right, so I'm going to tell the rest of the group who's here, who's on the other ship.
It's me,
Okay.
Sketchy. Well, it's me, Barrett, Asher, and yourself.
Yeah, even though Asher's technically not here right now,
Asher's having a snooze.
Yeah, he's there in the background. He's like a side character.
Can I roll history to see if I recognize the island?
Sure.
All right, that is a 12.
Other than knowing it is an island off of the coast of the continent of Koldurum, you don't really know much about it. It's not really an island, since there's nothing really here, it literally just is the Desolate Isle. It's called that because nobody lives here, nothing's been built here. You're actually kind of surprised that anybody is being housed here at all.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell them that I see something a little fuzzy off in the distance. I can't quite make out what it is, but it doesn't seem right. And there's also a slight scraping of metal sound. I don't know what it is. If you guys want to come and follow it with me.
Yeah, by all means, we'll definitely go investigate it. I mean, we're here to like, try and find his other prisoner. So why not? Am I right?
All right, then off we shall go.
I'll follow the small man.
Only takes a couple minutes. But
Whoa, Kieran. That's
He is
not
small.
That's not very
that's not kosher.
woke of you,
Easy.
buddy.
That's not very haram of you, Kieran.
That's not very, no. Inshallah, my brother.
But yes, we'll approach the point.
Okay. Eventually, it takes a few minutes, but eventually you're able to walk up to... It's kind of hard to describe, but when you look, you see it's like this almost like box shape that it looks blurry when you look through it. If you look next to it, everything's clear, like your vision's fine. But then when you look towards this thing, it appears to be some sort of like shimmering distortion.
Okay. I'm gonna roll Arcana.
Okay.
That's a 14.
You recognize that whatever this is, a spell's been placed on it to turn it invisible. So there is something physically in front of you the shimmering effect is you're able to see past the spell of the invisibility. It's not perfect.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll walk around like it's like... How big would you say it is? Is it like a 10 by 10 like foot cube or whatever, or like
it's only a 5x5 actually. It's like a singular cube, but it's about 7 feet tall or so.
Okay, so I'll walk around it. I'll like give it a quick loop around, see if it's like just like invisible on all sides, or if it's just like the ones that are facing the mainland, that kind of thing. Just overall like looking at it, like checking to see if there's like any way that people would like spot it without like seeing the shimmer effect.
Okay. As you walk around, it is all invisible. You just see through it. However, as you all kind of walk around, after a couple of minutes, you just hear someone say, "Hello, everyone."
Ah. So this is Muna.
If someone has come to visit me after feeding hour, it must mean you fear this position has been compromised.
Now, I'm going to assume this is... Oh, sorry, Sketchy. Go.
No, you're okay. I'm fucking about. It's fine.
I'm going to assume I am talking to a Muna.
This is she.
Well, we are here to inform you that, we are currently here to keep an eye on you. The Black Circle is out and about. This position may be compromised, but, we're not going to let them get close to you. You may want them to get close to you, but I can promise you that that's not going to happen.
I will tell you, I am the only member of the Black Circle the others don't know the location of. That much is certain. However, while you came to me, they likely have already found Near Call by now. And if they can't get me, they'll do something really naughty to get your attention.
Like, what do you think? Elaborate, I'm curious.
Anything to get you to hand me over to them. I don't really know, and I don't really care. Perhaps Kristoff will just continue on with his plans of acquiring what he needs for the little spell he wants to perform, or perhaps he'll sick his big weapon Strantar on a group of innocents just to get you to hand me over. It's not really my place to make the decisions. Kristoff is the boss, and we follow him. However, I must say it is quite insulting that the Knights of Justice send you all that don't even have Dispel magic so you can turn off the invisibility. If I didn't say anything, you wouldn't even have known I was here. Pathetic.
Well, I'm going to be honest, that's mighty rude of you. I've met the rest of your companions apart from one, and while they were all jerks and rather mean, I didn't expect you to be such. You'd figure someone who's out here all alone would be, a bit more considerate of others.
I was locked up about a couple years ago. I was the first to get caught due to my own carelessness. I have been stuck out here for years. The only people who come to visit me are the soldiers who come to feed me. Why they keep me alive, I know not. I assume to bait Kristoff out of hiding. The only enjoyment I get now is making fun of all the bastards who come to see me and laugh at me in this monkey cage. I have no interest in seeing anyone else other than the boss himself.
Well, I hate to disappoint you, but I'm afraid your theory would be false. We already have possession of Kristoff, so that just again begs the question: why are you still alive?
Ooh, someone's big, strong, and intimidating, aren't we? Well,
Go
big
fuck
boy,
yourself.
you're more than welcome to try and break me out of this cage, and we'll see just who has the upper hand.
I don't think I need to.
That's what they all say. No man can handle being beaten down by a woman as small as myself.
Are you invisible or just small? I don't really care. Don't answer that.
Don't care what you want. The spell has been casted with the spell invisibility. If you had dispelled magic, you could get rid of that and see that I am locked in this metal cage. I am a tiefling, not that it matters. And the inside of this cage is anti-magic, making me unable to cast all my beautiful spells. I would have broken myself out of here a long time ago if it wasn't for that. So rest assured, I can't harm you. However, what are we going to do? Sit around and chat for a while I poke fun at all your hideous faces, or are you going to be taking me somewhere more exciting?
I turn to Duncan. I'm like, I know she's invisible, but am I invisible too? Am I invisible, Duncan?
I didn't think so. Like, I'm curious who she's talking to. Like, she said hideous faces. My mum always said told me I was handsome.
That's really weird. I thought I was invisible because quite clearly I don't think I look like I give a fuck.
Yes, I
Now-
can see you, you morons!
Then why do you keep talking to me? Because I don't care.
Fine. I'll just... Fine, since you don't care, I will just sit here and await for my rescue.
You'll be waiting a long time, you wicked bitch.
Ooh, such harsh language. Unfortunately for you, it does not matter how long you keep the circle suppressed. Eventually, all 5 members will come together, and once we are, we will be unstoppable.
Time to see what happens whenever an unstoppable force meets an unmovable object.
Okay, Andre the Giant, she doesn't say anything to that comment, so...
I'll just sort of stand and wait, guard.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna be here for a while, I guess we better get ourselves comfortable, boys, because, well, she's not going anywhere. I doubt that the circle actually cares enough to come get her if she was the first one to get caught.
Ooh.
She did mention that there was another one that they might know the location of, just pointing that out.
Yep, she did, but apart from Westershen, I can't think of anywhere else they would be.
And she don't know where near call is, so...
Duncan, it's your turn. You can go ahead and interrogate. I haven't got time with training words from this bitch.
He's too kind to interrogate, but he will ask question. So you mentioned your last companion who might have been discovered. Like, do you know where they might be?
How stupid can you be? You think I, a prisoner who's been kept away from my fellow companions, would know the location of the rest of them?
Well, it was worth an ask, you ungrateful bitch. Like, you know, you have guards coming, they might chit-chat about stuff. I don't fucking know what goes on with these people.
No one talks to me. This has been a... Yeah, this innocent guy's suddenly getting, like, vicious. Believe me, it has been a miserable existence for 2 years being trapped here. That's only been escalated by your arrival. Maybe you should just leave me be. Obviously no one's coming for me. They have no use for me, as you say, anyway. And no one can even see me. I don't even know where I am. Honestly, I just know I'm in the middle of this stupid island.
I believe it.
But yes, if you're asking about Nearcall, the strong, silent dragonborn of the group, if what I assume to be happening, Kristoff has engaged with his plan. He broke out Desire, then he went for the muscle, and the 3 of them were making some sort of move against you, which is why you came for me. Am I wrong?
Not entirely. No, I'm gonna back away from this situation for a moment and just kind of think about, just try and put like pieces together in my head and try and work something out.
Okay.
Um,
Tell you what, while you guys are thinking, we'll cut back over to Westershen, which is what the image is up here.
si, senor.
While you are chilling in eventually they take Kristoff to a very large, very fortified prison. They bring him down to the lowest level and they seal him in a big room, and he's the only one down there. See, before he leaves, Mazar outright says, "This is where we keep the lowest of the low. Until we decide what to fully do with you, which, although we don't want to resort to execution, it might be the only option, we'll be leaving you here, Kristoff. And may you never see the light of day again." And he goes to leave before asking, "Bjorn, tell me, what is it you wish to do now? The prisoner has been safely transported. What have you?"
Tell me more about this prison. What exactly are you doing to make sure he stays locked up here?
The Westershen Imperial Prison is well guarded. We have, I don't know, about 1,000 guards in here that rotate out every half day. He is kept in the lowest of the catacombs, which go a little over 200 feet under the crust of the earth itself. He doesn't mean Earth the planet, of course, just Earth the ground. Just to clear any confusion there.
Of course.
There's not much else really to say. No one can get down here unless they go through that door, he says, pointing up the very tall staircase. And, in the meantime, now that we are on high alert, we'll have further military presence here, and the Knights of Justice has been alerted. If any of the Black Circle makes any attempt to come into Westershen, we will be alerted and we will deal with them henceforth. If you wish to stay in the prison, you are more than welcome to, or we can find a room for you.
It says stay in the prison. Like, is there like a room that I can just kind of like bunk in, basically?
Well, he can throw you in a cell and just not lock it.
It's not super comfortable, but
Yeah, just watch it come bite him back in the ass or something.
The bad guys show up while he's sleeping and lock him in anyway.
Yeah.
As much as I would like to stay nearby, I don't know how I feel about sleeping in a place like this.
Of course, it was simply just an idea. I wouldn't want to stay here either. We are no prisoners.
That being said, I am interested in what Westershen has to offer, mainly for armaments and potential magic research.
Well, you are more than welcome to explore. If you seek the magical location of a name that I haven't come up with, insert name here, I happen to oversee it. You can feel free to visit me there tomorrow if you so wish, and I can teach you what you need to know.
Perhaps I'll take you up on that offer.
In turn for weaponry, we have a vast assortment of armories and blacksmiths all throughout the city. I mean, it goes on like tens of thousands of feet. That's how long the city is, so... yeah. You are free to explore wherever you wish. We brought you here, and you are no prisoner of ours, so you can go wherever the heart desires.
Well, unfortunately, I'm a bit low on funds right now, so until I can make some more money, I will just have to sleep the night off. Sleeping on a ship is not exactly comfortable for me.
As you wish. Once you reunite with your companions, we can have an assortment of jobs prepared for you that pay quite handsomely.
All right then. And I guess I'll go into the city and find a place to sleep for the night.
Okay.
I will say though, I do only have like 25 silver.
You can go. Well, you could say he points out, there's a few places you can go. The most well-known would happen to be the Flaming Dragon Inn. It's run by Drow, if you're comfortable with their kind.
What?
And they charge... Well, Drow are, like, naturally, like, violent characters, but... and it costs, 10 silver, but, you can rent a room there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. The middle-aged Drow, who is behind the desk as you approach, he He's a bit marveled at your size, but he greets you warmly enough and says, "Spending the night?
Indeed. How much for a room?
That will be 10 silver for one of the nicer rooms, or you can pay 5, but we make no promises on the condition of it."
Mm. And I'll just put 10 silver on the table.
Okay. He takes the money, he hands you a little bronze key, and it has a number on it that you can follow to your room, and that'll be your room, so you get it for 24
Cool.
hours, so.
About what time of day is it? Is it
We're getting,
nighttime?
it's evening time. The sun is starting to set as you traveled a good distance to get here, so.
Yeah. I'll just go ahead and, like, take down one of my rations and probably go to bed.
Okay. So you eat and you sleep the night away. Back on the island, are you guys just gonna stay there?
After a
Think
fair
so.
bit of pondering, like, Duncan's come to a conclusion that, like, she might as well be right. Like, they're gonna have, like, no fucking clue that she's here until they, like, find someone who actually knows, which, like, would include someone like Zygarius, who I'm not sure they're gonna go try and trifle with again. In fear of, like, us potentially being there again.
Yeah.
But also trying to find the other prison would be crucial, but it's also trying to narrow down where that could be, because part of me wants to believe it could be in part of, like, Duncan wants to believe it could be in, like, somewhere like Westershen, due to, like, how heavily fortified it is, and, like, the fact that it's got, like, the Knights of Justice and such. Part of him would believe, like, why not keep one of, like, your most dangerous criminals locked up there with that kind of, like, hero group to, like, keep an eye on him, and just in case.
Right.
But he knows that, like, that kind of situation might not follow, like, what he's thinking, and, like, they might have, like, put him in, like, some kind of smaller prison to, like, not draw attention to him. So it's, like, kind of got him, like, racking his brain and going, like, well, shit, it's better that we do leave and try to find them, but at the same time, if we leave, what if they come here and accidentally stumble across this, or find the information to then find Yuna?
Mm-hmm.
So he's a bit confused and a bit conflicted right now.
I will say, through spending, eventually Muna just, like, starts mumbling to herself, and in it, I won't go through it all, but she does mumble about how the cage has wheels on it, so it can be moved. That's how she was brought out there to begin with. So if you wanted to move her, you can, but you don't have to, of course, so.
Max is just whispering into Duncan's ear, "Push her in the water. It'll be funny."
God damn it. It would be pretty funny though.
It would be. See, I like the idea of potentially taking her with us due to, like, safety reasons, but then, like, from what I've heard, from what was described back at the barracks, she's got quite the silver tongue. Which, outside of us, means that could backfire on us if we decide to take her with us.
If you have this invisible box that no one can see and she starts spouting shit at people.
Yeah,
Yep.
like, look, get someone who can uncover me and free me, please.
That's creepy, yeah.
Right? But, like, creepy gets results.
Mhm.
Not in a lot of cases, but in some cases. So, I think I am going to leave her here, but I am going to look at Bjorn and Rizzler and, like,
Barrett.
Bjorn's not there.
fucking... You know what? You Goliaths all look the same to me.
They kind of do. It doesn't help that they both are Goliaths with pretty close names.
Yeah.
So I look at Barrett, Rizzler, and then Asher, who's playing with, like, an insect or something on the floor. and I ask him, like, so what do you guys think? Like, I personally think she's pretty secure here, but, like,
I think we should
could
punch her in the puss. That's what Asher says.
like, we could stay here and defend her, or we could try and find the other person who they might actually be closer to finding. I'm personally I'm at a loss here. I'm not quite sure. I'm not much of a leader. Well, Barrett, you and Bjorn have, like, more leadership experience than me, and fucking, well, yeah. Please.
Duncan, That may be true. You have a heart of gold. I'm a strategist myself. Bjorn was somebody who looked out for the little person, and I'd rather if it was someone with a better heart than a better head to lead. That's why I leave that opportunity to you. Don't beat yourself down too hard. You'll do alright.
Yeah, I
Okay.
believe in the funny man. That's what Asher says.
The funny guy.
I believe in the guy who can't make up what his fucking name is.
Yeah, basically. Who are you?
Who are you?
Are you
'Cause he
Duncan
said, "Wait
today,
a
Max or
minute."
Gabriel? Make up your fucking mind.
Eh,
Actually, to be fair, like no one actually knows like Gabriel's name by
No,
name yet.
he hasn't really
yeah.
introduced himself to them. He just comes out and they think it's Max, but pissed off. So
Yeah, which I can understand why, but you know, well, geez, okay, I appreciate all your trust, but like Duncan looks over at the cage. I believe we should head to Westershen. If anyone's going to have any information on where the last prisoner could be, it surely must be the Knights of Justice, right? And then we can probably rejoin up with Bjorn and potentially get to the prison before the Black Circle get there.
and to Westershen we shall go.
So are you leaving her or are you taking her with?
We're gonna leave her. As I said, like, no, I don't trust a silver-tongued fiend anywhere near a normal person who's not considered a hero.
As you begin to try and walk away, you hear her grab the cage. You're seriously just going to leave me here after all this? Take me with you, damn it! At least give me something to witness.
See, that sounds awful tempting, but like, I'm gonna be honest. I like seeing what I'm hearing, and like, because I can't see you, the offer's not really as tempting. So I'm gonna leave you here. Maybe then you can potentially sort out your attitude problem. Like, you seem lovely, but I don't know. It's not really clicking. So we'll come back eventually.
What do you want me to do? Promise to be a good girl and you'll take me with?
We just start walking away. I just shout behind me, "See ya, bitch!"
You hear, like, you can't see it, but you hear the cage. You bastards are seriously gonna leave? Oh, that is it. When I get out of here, you're gonna be sorry! As you just hear her, like, in the distance. You hear me?
No, I just sort of turn around and you do the, the sort of like arm across the way, like the up yours pose.
Yeah, just. Oh! And she just scoffs as you guys. Okay, so you guys are gonna get back on the boat and head over to Westershen.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay.
We're gonna
Sure.
reconvene because Duncan believes this is the right call. It may bite him in the ass, but Duncan is pure of heart, and if what the stories he was raised on is anything to go by, you should always trust your heart.
You are free to go where you want to.
We be going to Westershen.
Okay, don't yell at me, please. All right, so you guys are gonna setting sail. So, it will take some time. You are gonna go through the night.
Of course.
Next morning, Joy, what's Bjorn up to?
All right. So first things first, I think I will actually go to that magic area that Mizar was talking about.
Okay. So, walking up to the Silver Spire Temple, there's its name, you walk up some tall white marble steps, and you enter, it almost seems like a park. The ground is white marble. There's a lot of grass and trees in the area. It gives you a sense of a lot of peace. Standing in a large circle of blue engravings on the ground are what appear to be several wizards as they are training some spells. Off to the side, you see Mizar standing there holding his staff, and he gives you a nod when he notices you.
All right. I'll walk up to him and kind of ask, like, what is that they're doing?
Oh, nothing much. They are simply training in the cantrips. We try not to use our most powerful spells in this area. They are allowing the magic to move more freely through their bodies. It is a way of harnessing the energy within you and controlling it better. The better a grasp you have over your magical capabilities, the more accurate and powerful your spells can become. They're still rather new, and sometimes as you see a firebolt shoot it towards his face, he dispels it before it comes near you two, and it just vanishes. As you can see, they have much to learn.
You seem like quite a capable teacher.
I have been told as such. I do better on the battlefield, I believe, but when it comes to using one's brain, I excel there too.
Well, I have been dealing with a little bit of a magical issue since I was young. I've had this unrestricted magical energy in me that seems to come out whenever I get angry.
Well, he's casting Detect Magic on you now with his fingers, and he kind of is nodding as he's listening.
This power that I've been granted has been with me for a long time, and I've shunned it away due to the damage it's caused, but recently in our bout with Kristoff, I did manage for a brief second to call it forward without completely losing myself. Although the effect that came of it was still at a bit of a whim and a random factor. I think at this point I would like to actually figure out how to call forth this magic and utilize it to help as opposed to it be a hindrance.
He's looking at you questioningly right now. Do tell me then, how did you gain your magical abilities? Some study for years upon years to be able to cast spells. Others are simply born with
it.
Some are born
Oh my
with the
God.
physical magical capabilities as is, but someone like you who's lived so long and been through so much to barely have any control over it, how did you acquire your abilities?
Maybe he's Bjorn with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
I hate this.
You did this. You did this by fucking up.
I had a slip up. I didn't do it on purpose.
Beyond
Um,
shit, forced
he's-
away.
Is Bjorn
Anyways.
different?
Oh god,
He
I
was
gotta compose
Beyond in the
myself
wrong
now.
generation.
All right. Hold on. Let me compose
Moving
myself.
on.
Whew. Well, let's say it came from a bit of an outside source. I fell into a bit of an accident and was granted my life back and this magical power by a deity that I witnessed.
Fascinating. Well, the deity must have taken special interest in you for a reason. I'm sure the power will evolve in time. You see, magical properties, especially for someone like you who's been infused with it rather than born with it, the magical essence within us can be controlled physically. However, it can also be linked to our emotions. When under a great deal of stress or extreme frustration, you can lash out with your magic and it can lead to very destructive capabilities. One method is simply controlling one's anger and using your anger to control the magic while not letting your rage overtake you. Others is just managing to use the magic more. The more you use it, the better of a grasp you'll gain upon its power, to the point where it won't control you, but you will perfectly control it. Of course, this sounds a lot more simple when I just tell it to you rather than in practice. However, I urge you to, in times of great stress, use your magic as an extension of yourself rather than something you're afraid will come out. If you allow it to flow freely, you'll be able to better control it and understand it.
Might you be able to teach me how to do this?
I'm not going to say that. That's what God says, not me. In a way, yes. Of course, it is through self-discipline that you will gain the best control, but I can teach you some basics while you are here and maybe give you a better understanding of it.
Well, since I am not going to be able to increase my physical capabilities with any sort of armor or weapons while I'm here, I might as well learn to control what I can do.
Very well. The first exercise is quite simple. I want you to take a fighting stance, but one that is balanced all around your body.
Okay.
So,
Do
you know,
we
just
even-
take like a fighting stand, but like where you're like guarded kind of thing.
Yeah, so Bjorn will kind of get into what is essentially like a standard boxer stance with his, fists out in front of him, ready to, punch out in a moment's notice if need be, but
Okay.
still guarding his face.
Yes, your chosen fighting stance speaks to me about your character. You are one to do the talking with your fists when necessary, but you still have a guarded position. Impressive. However, it also shows that someone of your physical stature wouldn't be keen to the ideas of using magic. Nonetheless, all I want you to do for a moment is feel the heat of the sun. Feel the wind around you. Listen to the sounds in the distance and try and just let it flow through you. Deep breath in and deep breath out, and just keep doing that. You don't have to roleplay yourself breathing, but,
I would surely hope not.
like going like...
Oh, yeah.
you don't have to be like that. Just deep breath in, deep breath out. And I want you to try and reach into yourself and feel not just your muscles, but past that. Feel the energy within you. It is certainly easier said than done. You might not even know what I'm necessarily talking about, but just try and see if you can grasp the energy within you, the willingness to punch out with your fist and instead release the urge to punch and feel the sense of energy flowing through you. Feel your blood moving, everything. Just let your body be, although strong and in control, let it be loose at the same time. As you breathe, your body will become more akin, and you do somewhat notice a loose sense, like in your core, like right where your heart is almost, of, almost like a buzzing feeling inside of you. It's nothing like serious and nothing painful. It's just you feel your body reacting.
Okay.
Anyone with magical properties can feel this energy moving through them. Heck, even people who can't cast magic can feel this energy. It's just life energy. Life energy and magical energy are both different and intertwined at the same time. As it moves through you, I want you to begin to open up your hands and try to extend it outwards. If nothing comes out, that is completely fine, but just try and bring that energy up into your chest, out your arms, and imagine yourself shooting something out. It doesn't have to be anything, just wind, almost as if air was coming out of your hands.
Okay. Should I roll Arcana for this?
Yes, do that.
Make sure we got the right thing here. Yes, we do. That is an 8.
So you hold your hands out, and as you try to push something out, your muscles start to flex and your veins pop out as you're just trying to force it out. And he lightly taps you with his staff on your forehead. No. That is you trying to fight. That is you trying to exert your raging energy of your physical form. I am asking you to reach into your magical spiritual energy and force that outwards.
So, all right.
So try again with advantage this time.
Yeah. Woohoo! Natural 20. Let's
Wow.
go.
Okay.
I'm curious what the other one is, though. Okay, that would have been a 9, so thank God for advantage.
So, well, since the 20 was the first one, you technically would have gotten it anyway, but, this time, you're not quite sure. It's no longer a buzzing feeling, but you do feel looser as you try to relax your body while keeping it, stable. And you feel as if you could release something from your hands. You feel as you breathe, the energy kind of moves in and out of you. And you are quite relaxed in this moment as you try and clear your mind, and you're not, although you are releasing it, you're not fighting to make it happen. You are just letting it flow. And that's what he says. Continue to let it flow. He's like, I can see it now. Your heartbeat is steady, your breathing is strong, and although your muscles flex ever so slightly, you are not forcing anything out. Although this might not be the most comfortable position to be in, I urge you to do this for about an hour or so. If you can do that, and continue to feel this relaxed feeling, it'll be the first step into better controlling the power within you. Although it might not seem like much, it is the most basic form of controlling one's magic.
I see. Bjorn kind of looks at his hands, seeing them as, like, like for the first time, he actually feels like he has some semblance of control, despite knowing he has a long way to go.
Like he says, it's an extension. You're not, you know, they don't need to be weapons so much as just something to hold and release with.
Thank you very much for your assistance. Is there anything that I can do to help out around here? Anything that I'm pretty handy, so.
Well, it is not much, but the, this is embarrassing to say, someone had a bit of an accident in the restrooms and absolutely destroyed them with a spell. Don't worry, it's nothing disgusting. We just simply need someone to repair it, and everyone here is a wizard, so they are quite physically incapable of doing such. A big man such as yourself should be able to repair the rooms and whatnot. We'll have a specialist come in for the actual facilities, of course.
I've done a job similar to this in the past. Consider it done.
Appreciate it. And as he shows you the way and you begin to walk off to work on... Well, first he'll have you finish your training. So, you know, you do that for an hour. The sun moves a little, and then as you go to move off... Giraffe, I know you're going to have to go soon, by the way, so...
Giraffe!
No, he's not a Pokemon.
That's my best impression of a giraffe. Leave me alone.
Which begs the question, why is he not a Pokemon?
I don't know. He likes giraffes, that's what he told me.
There's Giraffe Rig.
Yeah.
Yo, he's right.
So he has you finish your training. As you head to the bathroom, he tells you, he's like, another thing, Bjorn, this is not something I can really teach you myself. It's something you'll just have to do, is get better in control with your anger. When you feel the urge to go through brutality and unleash your frustration, don't let it overtake you. Don't let your mind go blank with your anger. Simply use it to guide your strength and make a clearer impact in battle.
I see. Thank you.
Indeed. So you spend a couple hours helping the construction crew fix up the rooms. Your strength helps you move the materials faster, and you do repair it much quicker, and you actually... You make the place much more functional. The various students are more inclined to continue coming there when everything's in working order. So you'll be and some of the wizards are quite awed with your power. I want to be strong just like that guy, but with my magic. You know, they're like kids. So
Pierre just got a chuckle to himself.
He picks up the toilet and just chucks it at him. Nerd.
Pick fast.
All right. Approaching the city on the back of a horse-drawn wagon is the rest of the group, which you guys still haven't named yourselves yet, you bastards.
We really do need to work on that.
At some point, I'd like a team name so I can refer to you all as just not like the party, which is a little too meta. So, you know, like,
Question.
you know, like there's Vox Machina, Mighty Nine. You guys can just pick a name for yourselves. You know, question, yes.
King, question. What group?
Bjorn to be heroes.
Beyond to be heroes. Why do I fuck with that?
Yeah, that's not...
Just his name.
Sounds like a really... It sounds like a really fucking, like... It just sounds like a really, like, early 2000s, like, boy band.
I know. But, like, the lead singer's named Bjorn, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I dig it.
Scandinavian boy band.
That's the name you want? I mean, Odie hasn't given his opinion, but that's the name you guys are possibly leaning towards?
Also,
That's one option. That's one option.
Okay.
You didn't pick up on it, but Bart's name is also Scandinavian, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's even better.
Yeah.
What does your name translate into, huh?
So
intelligence.
Cap.
No, seriously.
he's an actual nerd, yeah. So
Yeah.
Wow, fucking nerd. Ha!
I know, right?
Big ass,
he's
bozo.
reading literally every time you guys are doing something. So
Yeah.
doesn't that make
Duncan
sense?
hucks an acorn at him. Nerd.
So
Before he goes back to reading his poems.
so the four of you approach Westershen on horseback, and you are dropped off. The city is enormous, bigger than any city you have ever set foot in before.
Oh wow.
I gotta find my thing here.
Scary.
Wait. There we go. So yeah, the city is quite impressive. You are fascinated by all the people, both soldiers and innocents alike, many merchants, many salesmen. just the tens of thousands of people that you can see going along various paths that go up and down with various buildings and towers going up above them. You see off in the distance the very large palace where the council rules the kingdom. So what are you doing in Westershen, you four?
I guess the first order of business would be to try and find Bjorn, but whilst going on our search to try and find where he may be, I am gonna take note of the location itself, as I've never been here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of cities I have been to, but Westershen is just not one of them.
Yes. It's a big boy city.
Very big boy city.
So,
I'm gonna roll to shit my pants at this rate.
roll Constitution to see if you can hold your shit in.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Wait, I hold it.
I was kidding, but okay.
So
So,
funny. You just whisper, "I got a nat one."
then it's explosive diarrhea, and he takes 5 points of fire damage from it. So,
Oh, fire damage as well. Brilliant.
Yeah, Taco Bell.
I had the barbecue and bean Mexican chili dip. I'm gonna be in and out all day. Eventually, you guys can just approach some of the guards and ask them about your companion, and they can take you to where you want to go. If you're specifically looking for him, they can take you to, well, if you want to name drop Mazar, they can take you to where he is. So,
Yeah, we'll do that then. We'll be like, hey, yeah, we're looking for our friend Bjorn. He came here with this elf guy called Mizar.
they look a little like, the fact that you're talking about a legendary hero like that, but they lead you away. They gesture you to the Silver Spire Temple, which I gotta write that down because I'm gonna forget that name.
Silver Spire.
Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, cool. So, they bring you there. Mizar sees you all. You have all returned to Westershen, I see, or returned to meet your companion. He's in the back right now.
Yes. Well, we found the other member of the Black Circle.
Good. And what
Yuna.
have you done with her?
Well, she's pretty well hidden. She's on her own, so we just left her there. No one's disturbed her all this time, apart from the guards feeding her. So
I see.
our main priority was securing not only Kristoff, but then also the last one that we haven't met yet.
Which one have you not met yet?
Well, we've met Strontar, we've met Isaiah, we've met Kristoff, and now we've met Yuna. We've not met Nickel. I don't know.
Near Kal
Dragonborn.
is the name. Yes, Dragonborns and their names. He is being held. Let me double check. He is actually held in another secret location. We used some of the major cities to house some. Westershen was always meant to be Kristoff's prison, and it just took us forever to find him. As for Near Kal, he is near the city of Kortal in the other continent. However, he is in a small village kept far away. It's honestly not even a real village, it's just set up to look like one. He is also held in an underground chamber. His position is quite secure also. I don't believe the Circle even knows where he is. My biggest concern right now is the two that still stand searching for their boss, which is here.
That is my concern as well. I've been thinking about that on the trip over. I genuinely think that even if all of them were to assemble and then find each other before coming to find Kristoff, we would be better fortifying here and preparing for their arrival instead of trying to split our resources and try to defend different locations. But that's just how I view things.
Understood. He kind of thinks for a moment. Technically you could have brought her here and we would have just locked her up too.
Considering what I've heard about her having a quote-unquote silver tongue of sorts and being good with her words and, not trusting what she says, I didn't trust her to be around civilians for too long, and I didn't want to risk that.
Oh, you don't have the means of turning off the invisibility?
Unfortunately not, sir, no.
He pulls out a piece of paper, and he doesn't even have to write anything. He just burns into it the magic, and he hands you the scroll. Take this. It's Not that you need to go back, but it is a scroll of one use of Dispel magic. Perhaps it'll come in handy for you.
Thank you.
So you can mark that down, that you have that in your possession.
Stick that in my pocket. Walk it.
Very well. Bjorn, at this point, you're done working, so you can come out.
Oh, yeah, I'll walk out from behind. I'll walk out and see everybody. Oh, you're back so soon. What happened on the abandoned isle?
Surprisingly, nothing. And that was what led us back here. I'm going to be real with you. Whilst over there, I came to a realization that she herself is fairly secure. Her location, apart from the guards, like, there's nothing there. There's a spell up that, like, keeps her cage invisible. Like, you wouldn't suspect anything had you just, like, passed by on a boat or something. And while sat there, I realized that, like, as I've told Mizar, I just believe that our resources would be better not divided amongst trying to keep smaller parties at play safe, but instead keeping the head of it all, who actually knows the spell and what they're going to be doing, like, safe, if that makes sense.
Perhaps you're right. I did have faith in the Knights of Justice to be able to guard Kristoff on their own without any issues, but if they do manage to get a hold of the rest of the Black Circle and come for Kristoff, we're going to need all the numbers we can get.
My thoughts exactly, my friend.
Well, then in that case, I guess it would be smart to stay here. Although, leaving her on that isle by herself, I don't trust that the Black Circle doesn't at least know somewhat of her location. If it's possible, we may need to go retrieve her, if we can even move her at all, that is.
Well, her cage seems to have wheels on it, so it would be something that could be moved. My main reason for not moving her is just because, well, from rumors that I'd heard, and like as you heard when we were back at the barracks, she's got a bit of a smooth tongue, and I didn't want her being able to influence civilians as we were bringing her here.
Is the ship you all came on?
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
I have to go, but it was fun playing.
Bye,
Yeah,
Giraffe.
thanks for playing,
Thanks for joining
Giraffe.
us.
Bye.
Hey, bit, man.
Well, is the
A
ship
lovely guy.
Is the ship you all came on still here?
I think they're just restocking before they head out again. I'm not quite sure. I didn't ask because I figured that we were going to be staying here for a while. But knowing how big the harbor is nearby, we could possibly find another ship relatively easily.
It might be in our best interest to go back and get her. If we need to run that ship with a skeleton crew, or even keep her locked down somewhere where she can't have access to anybody, that might be our best bet. I understand you all wanting to make sure that our resources are pooled into keeping Kristoff here, but if the group's next effort is to go and free their third ally, then having 2 members of the Black Circle imprisoned instead of 1 will put us at a greater advantage.
I can see the logic of your point that you bring up. And you have my full support on this matter. But I will say that while I do trust the Knights of Justice, and looking over at Mazar, like, no disrespect to you or your group, I've heard many stories, especially from, especially growing up, like the books that I've read. It's phenomenal what you guys are capable of. But if the Black Circle is as formidable as they are posing themselves to be, I feel like I don't know, part of me feels like it could all go very wrong, even if it's just 3 of them. But as I said, splitting our resources would be very dangerous. But if you do believe that we should go get at least one of them, especially Yuna, I will happily join you. I was just given this scroll so I can disperse the magic on her containment. So that would make it a bit easier on us.
I believe that would be the right thing to do. Personally, I believe even though it will take a bit more time to get her back here, we should have enough time to grab her, come back, and keep her in prison before the others try anything. I don't believe that they're actually going to come and break out Kristoff at this point without more numbers behind them, especially if they are aware of the fact that Kristoff was taken to Westershen. I don't think they're dumb enough to attack a city and attack the Knights of Justice like this without as many numbers as they can get. So if we can keep their numbers down, that would be ideal.
Right. Then, with that being said, then I would like you to, well, lead the way. I'll follow you happily.
Very well. Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's it's what time of day is it, King?
It is my ass. So
So it's the best time of the day?
basically, why is this being? Oh, I know why this is being stupid. Fuck. Sorry, I'm doing a thing while you guys were talking.
You're good.
I was listening. So it is. Well, as you arrive, it's earlier. We're getting close to noontime, but not too
Okay.
bad. What the fuck?
Why don't we spend one more day in here? They do have some weapons shops and other things, and I will say that our gear is significantly lacking for what we might be going up against soon.
I would be in agreement with that. I think it is about time that we do a little bit of shopping, as it were.
Shopping episode, let's go! Too bad we're missing 2 members.
It's fine. They'll,
Too bad they miss out
They'll
on
be here for the beach
shit.
episode.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
So
guys are
they're
going to
gonna be
spend the
episode.
day here, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to be certain I know what we talking about.
Sweet.
Okay, let me just... Sorry, I'm just setting things up for future reference. Okay, so where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Well, I guess if you guys want, we could end the session here, and then we can do, like, the shopping on the side thing, because, well... Yeah, I think it's better if I just do it that way. So,
Yeah.
so
Okay, well,
here's...
and then, like, the following week, like, anything the joysticks wants, we'll give them, like, a list of what we found, and, like, you know...
That is a
run
good
through
idea.
that.
Yeah.
If you honestly, King, if you have the info for like the weapon shop and stuff like that now, and you want to send it to me, like I can definitely take a look and see what you've got, and then send you guys a message send you, King, a message from there.
Okay. So you want to do the shopping thing next time instead
Yeah,
of...
let's
we'll
do it
do,
next
like,
time.
shopping and bonus stuff, like, the stuff that will take place, like, during that day before, like, the departure.
Okay.
We'll do, like, next week.
Gotcha.
More than happy to do that.
Okay, yeah. So then for today, I know we're not ending on much of a... Well, you know, actually, I could do a quick little cutscene if we want, just to end off on a little
Okay,
more
yeah.
serious note. So, all right, so
cutscenes.
you all spend your time going about shopping. After having reunited, you go about your time. Mizar makes his way over to the Knights of Justice meeting that he has scheduled, and he sits down with the various other members that are there. So tell me, what is it you have about these new possible recruits? I assure you, they seem quite noteworthy, they're quite impressive, and they're the ones who captured Kristoff. I don't see any problem with it. Indeed, if they are as mighty as you say they are, perhaps it is worth... Nifat, you need to understand. They could be worth our time in introducing into the Knights of Justice. I'm more concerned about dealing with the Black Circle, thank you very much. Amora, you seriously get the better of me sometimes. Nizar, what exactly are we planning to do? Anyway, we have plenty of security set up. They might even go and grab Muna for us. With her locked here and Kristoff locked here, kept apart, of course. Even if the others 3 are able to show up, they won't have the means of doing anything about it. I don't like this. Who are these people, anyway? Well, they are rather strong and independent. They are, as you might think, a group of misfits who came together under unfortunate circumstances that work quite well together. Oh, what group isn't? That's most adventurous. That's much like ourselves. There's something you're not telling us. Well, there is one member that, although I have no problem with him being there, is quite interesting. What exactly are we talking about? Though he has a new name now, Vicindi is with them. Are you fucking kidding me? Easy, Nifat. It's not like we ever even figured out what happened that day. We know what that bastard did. He cannot be trusted. Why did you bring him here? He's probably in league with the Circle. Enough. A voice off in the distance quiets them. And as the figure in his white and blue robing and his yellow and blue eyes stares at them, we should not judge this man's character until it is rightful time to do so. Who is this Vicindi you speak of anyway? He's a man we can't trust. He is a man who made a decision, and consequences came of that, though I don't think they should have. Regardless, he stopped the circle, and that is cause for celebration. Alaric, you can't just stand there and tell us you support this!
Hey.
It is not my position to tell you what I believe. I am no knight, unlike the rest of you. I am simply an advisor. But if he stands for the greater good, then I see no problem him being with you, them. My concern exactly. You weren't there! You didn't see the blood on his hands! I watched her die that day! And perhaps there was a reason for her death that we never allowed for explanation. You bastards! I'm not standing here anymore. I will deal with him myself. You are not to lay a hand on him. And what are you going to do about it? And his eyes flare up from that. You know what I am capable of, and I will see to it that you are stopped. The Knights of Justice are losing more members every year. If the Dark King is to rise like you have told me, we have to be ready for it. He won't rise. That is not what the Circle is after. But we need these adventurers. And I don't care what you say, Nefat. You are outvoted. Fine. And, so that's where we're gonna end today's session.
I'm sorry, but can we just take a second to appreciate the fact that the OG Alaric is back?
Oh, yeah.
Cameo from the previous campaign. Yeah.
Let's go!
And so that is where we will end today's session. To everybody who watched or is watching this in the future, thank you very much. And to all my friends who came and played with me, thank you for continuing to play this little game with me. I am having fun.